y'all, never mind that little plastic in there. So I thought I should come on here and tell y'all how President Donald Trump is being blackmailed and why. He's being blackmailed, targeted, sabotaged. I could keep going, the list goes on. So how do I know this? What makes me think that the president is not of the brotherhood? Why he's like, I'm gonna give you all of that in this video right now. So because at some point, how things would happen, people would make me think it was because of our president. This, we talking about the first term. Like I tell people all the time, you fool me once, you can't fool me twice. So I analyzed everything. So it was nothing that nobody told me is not. I could never be a monkey see, monkey do person. I started seeing how they would campaign him. And it's like, it gave me similarities of how I'm being campaigned in my community, no matter where I live at. It follows you. I started seeing the tactics play out online. I started seeing how they would try to even go as far as to try to take this guy out. The fact that this guy never surrender, I love it. I love it when I hear him say that, because it's like he's telling us that. He's letting us know, I'm going through so much. It's like he want to say, man, I'm sacrificing my life to make America better, because he is. Everything that he has to go through, I could just imagine. And y'all, this ain't no sponsored video. Just like the reaction videos I give y'all, I'm only gonna react and relate to something that feels right, sounds right, seems right, and this seems right. So I'm gonna put my 2 cents in without anybody giving me $1 in return. So here we go. I started to ask myself, like, why are they going so hard? And let's show y'all the flag right there. Let's show y'all the flag while I'm riding by. So why would they go so hard to shut this guy down? I started asking myself, why are they moving so fast to discredit anything he says? I started to ask myself, why that thing say cotton block? They just added that. That was never, they just painted that right there. Okay. So, I love this town. Okay. I started to ask myself, why they mocking this guy and everything too? You see, listen, the brotherhood, they always assign agents anywhere that's popularity, anything has exposure. That's why they use certain creators that have exposure, because they gotta control all that. So when I start seeing what that disclaimer said, when I start seeing these agents that be in the comments, I'm talking about with the same memo and message, hitting everybody that says anything positive about Donald Trump, saying bad things. I was like, hold up, because one thing YouTube do is remove comments. And those comments weren't being removed. So I'm like, hold up, something don't seem right. Then when I went to try to vote, boy, they almost arrested me. Because I made a post. Like, I'm just giving y'all how I feel. I made a post about going to vote, saying I was going to run to vote for Donald Trump. I ran into a whole ambush. And I couldn't vote. I could not vote this time, y'all. And I really don't get into politics. I will say this, sorry, y'all, no shade, but I really don't even care to vote. And that sounds bad, because our ancestors fought for our rights to be able to vote. But because we already know, never elected, always selected, I'm like, or did I say it backwards? Like, I that's just my opinion. I'm like, I ain't wasting my time to go. But then they start messing with, this is how I know. You start interfering with the people that could possibly vote for this guy. That's when I knew that he couldn't be a part of the opposition. I'm just just, y'all, if I'm going too hard, y'all let me know in the comments, because sometimes I do go too hard. This is why I became a Trump supporter. Let me tell you why. So this was the first term, y'all. I've been a supporter since the first term. I'm not like a trendy person, so I didn't jump on the bandwagon. I've been on that motherfucker, right? So the first term, right? I was in West Palm Beach. I tell you no lie, y'all. Broward somewhere. I was somewhere in Pompano somewhere. Y'all, they made a whole campaign of street theater about Donald Trump, y'all. They trolled him. I wish I would have recorded it to post it so Trump could see what they did to him in Broward or wherever I was. They memed him, and I could see all, you know, the Brotherhood authority figures that was around, that was chaperoning, laughing about it. And I'm like, something just don't seem right. And then I started to read in on it and realize, I think this guy is trying to abolish corrupt programs. This was before I even knew that he was trying to do that, because I know today he's trying to, you know, he's letting off all of these federal people like they are pissed off. So skip a little bit from the street theater and the clown show that they did. This lady, y'all, these people are funnier than me. This lady literally trolled where I'm staying at right now. Literally trolled Trump and said, I'm talking about food stamp lady, and said it probably was Trump when they stopped my Medicaid. And I'm like, what the fuck? Hold up. So I see what they doing, and I'm about to tell y'all. So when y'all see this online, disregard it and don't feed into it, right? What they doing is, right? Because like I said, it's not the whole organization. When we talk about any corporation, it's the people, because they send their minions to every field. Like I said, they gotta go anywhere that has popularity, anywhere that has some type of, you know, influence to others, and anywhere that has traffic. And what she did was stop my Medicaid. And listen, the reason she stopped it doesn't apply to me. But I saw what she really tried to do to get me up in the uproar about Trump new guidelines for people that can get this assistance. And guess what? What they stopped me for should be happening to people who don't need it, right? This is why y'all didn't really see me do too much about this, because I saw what happened. It ain't about Trump. It's about that worker that shaded me, that stopped my Medicaid when literally it's no way possible. You said it probably was Trump, but so you mean to tell me that Trump is telling me that I don't qualify for something that he's saying? You're contradicting what you're saying. Because obviously, babe, I have a diagnosis. They gave me a time frame back in 2010. This not yesterday. We talking about 2010. I don't care if you never heard me say it, because a lot of people come in my ear. The agents come around people when I'm around people and say these type of things to say, oh yeah, you didn't say that. Bitch, I ain't have to tell you. The fuck? Check my Palm Pilot and ask the doctors from back then. And they'll tell, oh shit. So that's what they did. And like, oh man, she got us again. So that means you're blackmailing this guy and using him as a weapon with his own citizens, with the people he's trying to help with his movement. You mock him. That's what I said. That's why I say they mocking him. Like, oh, you want to help these food stamp queens? Oh, you want to help these Medicaid whores? Okay, we're going to stop them all and make them mad at you. You took the stuff. You took the stamps. It wasn't him. What he did is what they should have been did a long time ago. You wuzzies who can get out and whoosh your ass around, you shouldn't be on assistance. You shouldn't have assistance. There's no way possible your family members. Because what these see, this is why, listen, I am supporting the movement. I'm happy I've been saying this, and I'm even more happy every time I hear more stuff. I'm happy I said what I said. To the sons and bitches from the back who said, you're going to regret it when he take all your food, your assistance. Well, they took it. I'm still in support. Because literally, they should have been did this a long time ago. You shouldn't have people that could work, that have a baby daddy that live in their home on Medicaid and food stamps. They can, between them two, they can handle it together. You got single moms and dads over there getting $100. They need more. They need it now. The fuck? You shouldn't have, we're going to keep going. You shouldn't have illegals out here taking these people jobs, these citizen jobs, when they're struggling to eat. They're struggling to survive. This is what this guy is doing. You shouldn't be having your family members on assistance and giving them the petty funds. Oh, yeah, they do that. They spend the pay. You know how organizations get petty funds like charities? These people spend it on themselves. You know how they get donations from charities? They give it to their family members. So Trump should have been did this. And then you got people, can you see me now? Then you got people in an uproar, upset and mad that he's cutting the funding from people who don't need it and firing the people who oversee it. Are they making sense? Hold on, did I bring the sativa in the car? Are y'all getting what I'm saying? They mocking this guy so hard. He gotta be of good cause. He has to have good intentions for them to go so hard that they try to take this guy out twice. But then see, look, this is the mockery they do, because this how I was able to see it. The Brotherhood showed me all the tactics. What they do is when they get upset with anything you do good, they mock your ass. They mock your ass with exactly what you did. They do this to this guy so heavily. The way they come at you when you, right after you do something good, after the street theater, then they try to send a car to reel you in, hit you from the back, hit you from the sides, have people do shootouts next to you. They did that to that guy while he was playing golf. So lame. But see, they think that they laugh when they do little stuff like this and get away with it. I'm putting my charger in, y'all. They laugh. And this is how you know who is who, by the things they do and how they laugh at you when they do these things. They laugh at you. See, look, I'm not afraid to support the president. And I don't even get into none of this shit. I wasn't even really, my president is black. I wasn't even like, I was happy that we had a black president, but I didn't really see anything that Obama's did. I didn't see anything Obama or Michelle did, but Obamacare, y'all. We been had Medicaid and low cost. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm speaking the truth, y'all. We so happy because, he's black. He's not even fully black. We so happy, but what did he really do for us? Then they got so upset. Talk about all Trump did was give us stimulus checks. What? No, this is what they told me, y'all. All he did was push a button. Okay, well, the Bush clan, way in the woods, Obama's, none of them pushed the button. He didn't have to push the button 1, 2, 3 times. He didn't have to do that. Plus, they didn't even want him to push that button. He flew around their ass and dived in and pushed that bitch. And how dare we be ungrateful and then say the guy is racist but they contradict themselves and say, well, Diddy's getting off. And I kind of like steer away from the Diddy clan because I don't think Donald Trump know, and I think he do know. And that's why he kind of pulled back that Diddy is allegedly a part of the Brotherhood. And this whole little RICO trial was for show. Ooh, I didn't mean to say that. But anywho, it's to send a message, y'all. I promise you. Hold up, I'm going too hard again. I gotta calm down. Let me get the sativa. I might say some things I shouldn't say. Hold on. Yeah. Because, let's just, because I'm supposed to say that. Let's just talk about that while I'm fumbling around with this phone. Let's dive into that. I got a detour from the president for a second, and then I'll come back and tell you why I feel like that. So, because I called the GBI, FBI, and told them that this town was targeting me, and I told them that they told me to go to Miami and report it. I said I reported, right? And I brought up this word because I had just got a court post. This was before all of these famous RICO trials came out. I told them that this was a form of a RICO. And then, boom, Diddy goes to jail for a RICO trial. Then I deep dive. This is my opinion, YouTube. Then I deep dive after remembering, hold up, my friend that passed away that I dedicated my whole channel to, that I got shut down, that YouTube capped me because I started talking about it, right? It's bizarre because everybody talking about this type of stuff and they capped me for saying it. So I gotta be on the money. This is in my head, right? In my mind. So I researched some stuff and I'm like, hold up, they did tell me she was going to an all-white party. Oh shit, V, you forgot you was supposed to be on Making the Band. So it's a troll. This RICO trial is a troll case. I'm just telling y'all, this is how I felt. Like, this whole shit is a troll case. Down to Thug, because this town called me Lil Wayne and Thugger. West Palm Beach called me Thugger back then. They called me not Thugger, Thug her. I promise you I can't make it up. I was trolling myself, resharing it, calling myself that in certain videos. People thought I was trying to be like, no, because if you ask me, his stylist was giving him my style. He looked just like me. My kids say, oh my, he's dressed like you. What the fuck? So, no shade. I love Young Thug. To be honest with you, to be real with you, let's take it there, because I feel like the Brotherhood took his baby mama out to send him a message, because at this time me and his baby mama was right, and that's why I'm telling you, they spend so much money on people that's poor, right? Yeah, on the technology. Like, me and this girl, she barely used, I ain't gonna even lie on this man baby mama. I would never, especially, I'm more scared of the spirits than actual people, because actual people can't do shit to me but whatever's in this realm. But what affects me is the next realm, bitch. So I'm more focused on that. So I'm gonna give her flowers. She never really said shit to me. And see, the Brotherhood sacrificed that girl because they saw me writing her on Instagram. I promise, if she still got her count up, you can go back and see it. Like, right when I started writing this girl, around the same time I said this about this RICO shit to the GBI and the FBI, same time frame, this girl passes away somewhere that I had to just drop somebody off at a fucking bowling alley, and they was asking me to come, and they was mad at me. The crazy part is we ended up going anyways to the girl who got me locked up. My kids will tell you, her daughter had a it's no coincidence, her daughter had a birthday party at a bowling alley, and she invited me right before she called the GM and lied and told them that I stole their bags, had me arrested, y'all. A warrant for my arrest. They had my picture on all the billboards here, y'all. I can't make this up. So when I saw it, I never trolled because I have so much respect for him. I have so much respect, especially for someone that passed over. So I kept my comments to myself. I believe I touched base PG, but that was it. But see, I'm only saying it now because I don't think that Thug understand that they using him as a pawn. I don't think he understand how deep it is when we talking about your loved ones. Never take a bribe against your loved ones, because in this world we living in a monopoly world. You got to remind these folks everything you do got to come back to you. So don't let nobody trick you off the map. So let's go back to Trump. I believe that Trump, he trying to touch treaties that was never forgiven. We talk about making promises to those tribes. I believe he's going back to recreating things, because listen, this should have been done. No illegals. This could have never happened in the foreign countries. It's no way. Your visas expire. Get away. I like that. Listen, if we're gonna do it, let's do it right, or just don't do it at all. Free us all. But the fact that y'all they move so sneaky like that, it's disgusting. The fact that they cheat sheet they way through heaven, thinking that they gonna make it through the next gate, it's funnier than me. So you got some people Maybe he was a part of the Brotherhood at some point. Maybe, just maybe. But see, look, they gotta be careful with what they do, how they do it, and who they do it around. Because you got some people like me, of course, probably Trump, that's gonna come in, snoop in the back door, like, oh, what the fuck going on in here? And taking notes, bitch. Tear you down. And that's why they retaliating. That's why I said, here's why. At the end of that, you see the title of the video? Here's why. Here it is now. They like, you traitor. You fooled us. You just wanted to get in and do this. That type of behavior. They upset with him. That's why you got them trying to, see, look, they try to blackmail him. But see, look, I'm gonna go back to Young Thug. I'm gonna talk about Boosie, T.I., all these people that get messed with, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. What they do is teach these, show them, because they ain't really trying to teach you shit. Show them how you could get away with stuff. This is why they so cocky and how they talk. Teach them and show them how to get away with certain things, how to finesse certain things, how to jump in certain loopholes. Then when they get exposed, this is how the Brotherhood work. It ain't alleged YouTube, right? Because they can't let the top guy get caught, right? So they gotta let them go down by themselves, and then they gotta talk you out of it. Like, hey, this is like that lady told me, they're gonna take away things our forefathers put in place. I don't like how they said that to me. What you mean? What you mean? Let's say it like this: that our forefathers paved the way for. But when you say that, the way you said lets me know that it's corrupt. Where the damn lighter at? Where is the lighter? I gotta calm down and get focused. So I got some sativa, y'all. I guess I'm not supposed to smoke it right now. I see it though. I really do. I see it. They blackmailing this guy. They blackmailing this guy. Like really heavy, and I really don't like it, y'all. Let me go get in this stuff. I forgot. Let me go get in this. She funny. Let me turn y'all around. That little girl is so funny. I see how people try to make you feel bad for supporting Trump, and that's why I'm making this video. Let me give y'all, let's do a reaction video when I do something real quick. So I hope that I left that little troll video in the notes, but sometimes they be removing them. I don't know why. Like, I go to it and it's like I didn't look at nothing. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this right here. It's the first one in my notifications. They gave me Spanish video.
Chosen ones. There's a particular satisfaction spreading across your face right now. The kind that comes from watching a masterpiece unfold exactly as you designed it. 3 months ago, you planted seeds in digital soil, knowing exactly who would come to harvest them. The evidence they just discovered with such triumph wasn't hidden at all. It was gift wrapped and left precisely where their desperate hands would find it. They're celebrating in their group chats right now, waving their discovery like a trophy, completely unaware that what they found was never your weakness. It was their obsession dressed up as your vulnerability. The trap wasn't even sophisticated. It was simply understanding that people who hate you will always believe the worst story about you. So you wrote
Yes.
them one. The realization started small, didn't it? You noticed the
So this
screenshots
Obsidian, y'all,
accumulating,
on
the way
YouTube,
certain people
it
would view
say
every
chosen ones they found out. Come on, YouTube, they chosen ones they found out what you wanted them to. Now watch them obsolete themselves. Okay.
story you posted within minutes. The archived posts, the analyzed comments, the
This said
obsessive
2 minutes ago in
documentation
my
of your digital
notifications.
footprint. They weren't just watching you casually, they had turned stalking you into their full-time unpaid internship. Most people would have felt violated by this level of surveillance, but you saw opportunity where others would see threat. You recognize that when someone becomes that fixated on your destruction, they become predictable. Their moves become choreographed by their obsession.
See, look,
All you had to do was provide the music, so you
see, look. I got a comment from a video I did a while ago, like a year ago, and it made me. And I probably gonna come back on here and give y'all update review on that movie because I actually had to watch it again to understand, right? A few things I missed. So in this movie on Tubi about what is it, one bedroom, and I don't know if you guys saw that video. I mean that movie, but if you haven't, y'all go check it out on Tubi. Uh, they were showing you how the whole community works together to target somebody. Like the director of that movie was like, I'm talking about top tier with describing how the Brotherhood organization targets you. Like you could tell that the person was trying to give you a message. Like you could tell this person, this director person, has studied this program, because I'm talking about to a T. He explained exactly what I see in my life. He explained exactly how the people move around you when you in a community that's cult like. Like you got a lot of other towns that's kind of like low key with it. But then when it's cult like, that's why I said it like that. When it's cult like, they all move like robots. Because what happens is they sabotage. See, look, this town that I'm in is a huge example. This beautiful town is, you could tell that it's been suppressed, the oppressed, like it's been manipulated in deep ways. That it's followed their whole lineage, and these people in this town, for their grandfathers, grandmothers told them things like, "Hey, don't do that. You going and that stuff," just like normal folks would. But I'm talking about in a way they have to move a certain way. They have to come against certain people. These people team up together, like they do it like a sport.
began the performance. That vulnerable post at 2 a.m.
And this is
wasn't
why I said
insomnia
I noticed
speaking.
that
It was
our
calculated
president
vulnerability,
is being
engineered to look like
blackmailed.
accidental
He's
honesty.
being
The
targeted by the
contradictions
same
in your
program.
stories weren't mistakes. They were breadcrumbs leading exactly where you wanted them to go. Every deleted post that they managed to screenshot, every leaked message they discovered,
Come on,
every piece of
let's
evidence
hype
they
this video
collected
up.
was actually you handing them the rope, not to save themselves, but to hang themselves with their own eagerness to see you fall. The beauty of your strategy lies in its
So this is a
simplicity.
sign of a. This is, I'm gonna give y'all some sauce on how I could tell when I'm in alignment with anything, especially a message. So the video is, I gave them two likes, right, and hyped it up to 11,000. You know what I'm saying? Like I got, actually it's 1111. You know what I'm saying? That lets me know what I just said, because I just saw the 222 just change. That just let me know what I just said was in alignment. That lets me know that what I just said needed to be said. And that lets me know I'm listening to this video right when I need to.
People who are obsessed with destroying you don't want the truth. They
Yeah.
want confirmation of their hatred.
And
They
then that's especially true because this organization don't like you to spread the truth. That's why they come hard at Donald Trump, because he's actually telling us the truth. when he do things. He's actually one of the few presidents that actually tell you they're gonna do something and do it. Do you remember in the past with past presidents they'll tell you some, I'm talking about some huge flying monkey type of situation, and then you never hear about it again? No, 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 no. This guy tell you he gonna do something, he gonna definitely do that shit. If he tell you, hey, we gonna help feed these children, he gonna definitely do that. If he say, hey, because it's like he was so focused when he first came in, and people thought that he had bad motives, but I thought he was trying, this is what I thought. I thought he was trying to show people early on, like, hey, listen, you won't regret, because what my intentions are, it's gonna benefit you. My intentions are gonna help you. I'm gonna give more jobs. I'm gonna make sure we shut down the corruption. And that's exactly what's been happening. That's why they tried to take him out so many times. Are people paying attention?
They want evidence that justifies their bitterness. They need you to be fake because your authenticity
I like
makes
that. I
them
gotta
feel
stop again. Obsidian coming back to back with it, hitting it on T, because they put me in a lot of situations, and like I said in that other video that I made about Scar in the Woods with Yeshua together, I told you that they try to convert you. They sabotage things that you do that's good for you, to distract you from what you really need to do, to use you to for their benefit though. But you don't see it clearly because you feel like, oh, okay, I gotta do this anyways. Or I can't do that, so I gotta do this. Or let me go ahead and do this because this fucking, they do this type of shit to invert you. And I believe when they came at Trump, right, with the Epstein files and all that stuff, they were really trying to throw everybody focus off what he really wanted those files for, by telling people in the comments, oh, he's trying to, it's a lot of things they were saying, but a lot of truth in what they were saying that they were trying to hide. If that makes sense. It's like, I'm gonna say this so you won't think I'm doing it, right? So they was doing that a lot. And I noticed why. It's like, oh shit. They let me know, not Trump. They let me know that they're scared of him exposing that list for a bigger reason than what they really saying, right? They let me know for that they really tried to use him. That was their moment to use him, right? I don't think y'all feel me yet.
sufficient. They need you to be exposed because your light makes their darkness visible. So you gave them exactly what they
I
craved.
like that.
A villain to unmask, a fraud to expose,
Come here,
a
baby. Let me
story
talk
that
to you.
confirmed
Yes.
every jealous thought they'd ever harbored about you, and they swallowed it whole without tasting the poison. While they were dissecting your decoy, sharing their findings in group chats, building their case against an illusion, you were documenting everything, every
Didn't I just
screenshot.
say that? They was literally building shit. I'm talking about Trump now. They was literally building shit as they go. They was literally sabotaging shit as they go. They was literally trying to drain this man as they go at the same time. These are the same strategies they use with the regular community of targeted individuals that's going through things, but people feel like you gotta have money for them to use that technology on you. See, we in the knowing now. It's not a question. It's not a contradiction. Everybody know that this program exists because they moving loud now. They moving so loud. This is not. This is unlike their forefathers who did it in secret. That's why they were called a secret society. But it's no longer a secret society. It's an obvious society now because they want to show and tell too much. It's like a board game. It's like playing the video games now. Oh, I'm the leaderboard. They gotta tell you now. They've transitioned from being a secret organization that was probably started in a different light, and then and this is why the spirit in the realms that's praying for them to change their ways so they can help them. They're crying out to them, pushing them to the side, comic book wise, and trying to get them, hey, I didn't mean to teach you that. This is for the proud guys that tell me when I see them out, I'm proud. Brotherhood. They don't say that. They say Freemason actually. So I could say that it's not alleged. This is what this guy, the food stamp place, told me. I'm a proud Freemason. Southside. That's what he said to me, y'all. And I disgustingly thought like, oh man, this is why these YNs out here running like this, because in their mind, I'm a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud. They act like this, y'all. Hold on, I'm really, really getting in my feelings with it, and it's gonna get my message discredited. So let's Listen to Obsidian.
Shot they took of your fake vulnerability. You took 10 of their real cruelty. Every moment they spent celebrating your manufactured downfall.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you
sir.
were recording their genuine character.
Yes, sir.
They were so focused on hunting you that they never noticed when the roles reversed. When the
Didn't I just say they gotta be careful what, when, how, and who they show these little loopholes to? Because you never know who's taking notes, bitch. And they might have top-notch alliance with the folks that can get you shut the fuck down legally.
The evidence they're proudly presenting right now is designed to
this
expire,
alignment, y'all.
not through your intervention, but through its own fundamental falseness.
Shout out to Donald Trump for being the real warrior, the most
when
MVP.
The real truth emerges, their proof will crumble like ancient parchment exposed to
Hey,
air.
it ain't nothing
But
they could
more
tell me
important,
about our president, y'all. They could show me some old clips. They could tell, it's nothing they could tell me. He's already showed that he ain't scared to do what's right. And you could tell he doing it for him and his lineage, his folks, his people. Maybe his dad told him or his great-grandfather told him something before they passed away. You never know how people feel when they get deep into their heart with things. So these people try to tear them down. Don't understand that in the spiritual realm, we got folks helping us out, baby. That's just what it is. Because people think I'm a whole fed. Now I got spirit angels that help me. These feds don't like me. But they could prove me wrong and bless me from the back. Make me look like I'm paranoid. Oh, we love her. What is she talking about?
Been in a car accident? Here's
No
exactly
weapon
how
foreign
to get
ship
every
prosper.
dollar you're owed. If you've been in a car...
Amplified it. They built their entire identity around it. When it's revealed as fiction, they won't just
YouTube
look
threw
wrong,
an ad
they'll
after I
look
said
obsessed,
that, baby.
unstable, and exactly like what they accused you of being. Consider the psychology of
I love
someone who
YouTube.
dedicates months to destroying another person.
YouTube was the
hours
best.
spent
Listen,
screenshotting
y'all.
posts.
The person that made YouTube, let's take it way back before the corruption happened. The person that made YouTube is a genius. The person that made YouTube should get their flowers every day. The person that made YouTube, yeah, I'm talking about the person that made YouTube. They wanted to give us a platform to be ourselves, to be creative. They didn't expect it to be modified and sabotaged, especially to where the creators can't be themselves. It wasn't the purpose. They made it a platform to where we can spread news that's real and not news that's just, coincided and edited in a way that don't tell you what's really happening. Oh, I think I'm going too hard, and I don't really want to go too hard, because I used to want to be an anchor girl. So I'm not going to come hard at the anchor girls who forced to give you a certain direction.
The energy invested in analyzing every word, the mental real estate dedicated to someone they claim to despise. This level of obsession reveals something profound. You live rent-free in their minds.
Yes.
Your existence is the axis their insecurity
This
rotates around.
for everybody that's going through this with thousands others, especially our president. You live rent-free in their minds. They want to control every move you make, not realizing that the angels see everything they do. See, look, I almost sacrificed my life. I think I told y'all several times, because I could tell that not only does my voice matters, all of us that's going through this are being watched, listened to, because some of us, 90% of the people that's on the list are on there because of their DNA, their genetics. This is for research purposes, YouTube. This is my opinion. A lot of people are thrown on there. You got 5% that's thrown on there because they had a mad ex-lover that's a part of the brotherhood, but it all goes back to the brotherhood. It's like telling you that, Young Thug and Diddy did this, but where did they learn it from? This is where we at now, right? With everything. So understand where I'm taking it at. Let's just listen to Obsidian.
Your success is the mirror that shows them their own stagnation. They needed you to fall because your rising reminded them that they're standing still. But here's where your genius truly shines. You didn't just give them false information, you gave them false victory. There's a difference between deceiving someone and letting them deceive themselves. You created conditions where their
my
own
phone
hatred
going
would lead
dead,
them
both
to the
of them too.
conclusions you wanted them
Did
to
I
reach.
tell you?
thereby
Let's stop. So I don't want to interrupt what he's saying because I'm getting butterflies listening, right? Understand that all of your devices are being hacked into. All of your that's I gotta fix that. What's happening? Hold on. Nah, that's broke. My wireless charger, don't tell me it's broke. And see, I'm just telling you, I'm on the topic of devices. Dang, man. Hold up. I'm telling you, y'all, I have so many phones, and it's not because, listen, I'm a simplistic person. I don't care about, my favorite phone is my Android, right? I'm not a person that gotta switch all the time. My phones break. They glitch. They glitch to where you touch certain button, it just, you know, like I can't make this up. I go from one phone to another because each phone, and I get this confirmation from people around me that know me. Girl, you can't never keep no damn phone. And I'm looking at them like, say it ain't so. Because guess what? Every device is being tampered with. Every device is being hacked into. And what happens is when they hack into your device like that, it makes the motherboard burn out fast. When they hack into your device screen, that's where screen recording comes from, by the way. When they hack into your device screen recording, uh, your every move and everything you do, it makes the motherboard burn out. It makes your phone run hot. It makes your phone glitch. I could keep going for a long time, y'all. Like, that's what's happening with my devices. That's what's happening with a lot of people phones, and they don't realize it. When you at home, especially those routers, y'all, I'm gonna give you some sauce on this one. Especially when you home, if you got a router, and you don't even gotta have, sorry y'all, you ain't even gotta have a router. Your neighbor gonna have one, cause let me tell you why. If you really on the list and you really being targeted for research purposes, y'all, your neighbor is definitely gonna be an agent. So guess what that means? Your agent definitely got a router right next to you. So guess what? That technology is being implemented while you sleep. That technology is being implemented while you commuting, and especially while you commuting, because you have your device with you. Unless you going out and about without a device, they're gonna have to keep pinging towers as you travel, and that's kind of give you a little bit of time. So this is why most people move off grid. This is why it was important for, here we go. This is about these guys that I was just making a video about, y'all. Those two guys living in the woods. This is why it's important that they use these guys. See, this is going, if they watch this video, if they have a little bit of heart, and they are who they claim to be. You hear them singing church songs and talk about God. They really about God. When they understand this motive behind why they went viral, maybe they would change up for their subscribers. But if they don't, that means they are who they are and a part of the brotherhood. So that was my disclaimer. So when they realize that they are being used to make off-grid living looks horrible, they are being used to mock living off-grid. They are being used to, in between all that, are being used to mock people that's struggling by showing you that they could just do nothing in the midst of just doing what they want to do. Ooh, the angels agree with that. Thank you, Father, for confirmation. Because I'm not telling you that that's their motive. I'm telling you that's the program that's sponsoring them, that's allowing them to be getting paid to begin with. Forget going viral, to allow them to be getting paid both ways, because they don't do that. You see how hard they make it, y'all. And then I'm gonna tell y'all something. So a lot of y'all might say, because this ain't alleged, you go back to that live I made, and I'm gonna tell you why I felt like, and this how a lot of agents move. This how I was able to tell how they doing Trump, He's being targeted by the same people. This guy, like, literally, they literally looked at all my videos, y'all, and then made videos about the same thing I'm saying. And they did this. I'm just being speaking an example now, because this is what they doing to their supporters and people. And I feel what I'm saying. They literally mocking your struggle, like a lot of these other creators that's going viral. And it's like the brotherhood that's assigned to these certain ages that have access to allow you or deny you from going viral. Because like I said, I gotta say it like that, because we ain't gonna give YouTube a bad name. That's why I shout out the person who created YouTube first, because it wasn't their goal to cap people. Everybody can get it. Everybody, we got enough to go around, because y'all paying each other, right? It's not really coming out they pocket. You paying each other. So, but the brotherhood want to control everything and have the most of everything, so they could listen. This is the funny part. They want to have everything, the most of everything, just so they could say they do. They know that. See, the top boys that got it all, they know it don't buy happiness. They know it don't buy them time, even if they got the money to buy more organs. It's just comic book. They know that they can't take it past the casket that they put it in. They know that it's definitely not helping their ancestors how they moving, because they having nightmares, you know. So they only do it for power reasons. That's a message to the brotherhood. What are you doing it for? So then you get these minions that's being blackmailed. That's why I love, gotta go back to Trump, never surrender. It's so many levels to it when he said, yeah, take that, never surrender. Do that, never surrender. I feeling like, that's why I say this all the time. They got dash cam footage of me. Tell them to post it. Of me saying, damn, y'all treat me like Trump. Tell them to pull all that shit back. All those, y'all pull up Valencia Avant and Rome, Georgia, Bartow County, and Miami, Florida, and Broward County. You gonna see it every time these people systematically fucked with me to pull me over, because I never had a record, y'all. They pull me over for the dumbest shit, or take me to jail for the stupidest shit that they probably gonna get in trouble for if top people see it really for what it is. Like, hold up, you really kidnapped little mama, right? You didn't even read her Miranda rights, or she wasn't the reason for this and she wasn't the reason for that. Why was that? And that's what's really happening behind the scenes too, by the way. But you will hear me saying in all those, damn, I'm feeling like Trump. Smile boys, hey guys. While my hands behind my back, they got me and my kids in the padded cell. Type shit. Yeah, because that's what they did to me. I posted the video. They took me and my girls in a holding cell. That's a whole lawsuit waiting to happen that I never even tried to pursue. Because like I just told this guy in court, when that lady tried to sue me for that mini refrigerator that I paid her for, that she ended up saying I'm not giving it to you after it didn't go her way for the $1,200 that she wanted for a mini refrigerator. I told her, she say, you don't got no evidence, you would have bought it. I said, listen, I'm an angel. I don't gotta do nothing. The angel's gonna do that. It's better that way. That man eyes, if I could feel his tension rise, bitch. Like, what did she just say? Plus, this guy don't know, I ain't gonna say his name. This guy don't know, or maybe he do know, that I recognize him. I recognize the guy that was in that room with us. I'm not gonna tell you where I remember him from, but this how I know it was a brotherhood case. It wasn't natural. It wasn't natural, just natural people. No, this in a way they intrigued. In a way they are flabbergasted. In a way they are showing me we like you. So I'm cocky in this moment of talking. This is why I'm so cocky online. Of course, you guys with no teeth in my mouth. Like, I'm seeing that they like me. I'm noticing that they want to invert me. I'm noticing for years, y'all, for years. Instead, I'm showing the baby Masons who think that's all they could do to come up in life and justify my ancestors who didn't know no better, who was forced to live that life. I'm walking amongst spirits that's showing them I'm the bigger figure, like JT, babe, no money. And showing them, hey, Never surrender. Take that. Like I say, I'm like Trump. Take that. Do that. Take that. Okay, never surrender. I'm still whatever. Every time they try to sabotage me to shut up, never surrender. Every time they fuck with one of my folks to make me move out of this place or give up this or walk to the bus stop, bitch. I never surrender, bitch. Come up away, pay my car note if I have a car note at the time. Pay my rent if I got rent at the time. Get the food if I need food at the time. Whatever the fuck it is. Buy a hotel if I need a hotel at the time. Cause what I'm saying is they do little shit, expect me to have to be on the streets and homeless and in a shelter hotel, the worst. So that all these tactics, right? They do shit to steal my car when I pay my car off. They get somebody to run into it, get somebody to steal that bitch a week after I paid it off. Type shit, right? Have boys shoot next to me after I just finessed some shit 2 minutes ago. You see? Like some Trump shit. When they try to put me out of my place or when they do successfully. Because see, look, I got to let them know. I can see you coming. I know, expect what you gonna do. Do that, bitch. I'm on my Trump shit, nigga. I should make merch like that. Because when they take all my stuff, take the place from me, put me out, because they done did it so many times corruptly, y'all. Put my stuff out. They did, listen, they illegal. I'm going to tell the truth. One time, I moved because I wanted to move. 2 times that I had to move, y'all, these people illegally kicked me out. No eviction. I had one false eviction, y'all, that they wanted me to look like I'm unstable. She can't keep a place. That's the motive. She can't keep stuff. They literally corruptly put my stuff outside in Atlanta. You see, they tried to do it in West Palm Beach. Just how they retaliate. They tried to do it in West Palm Beach. Couldn't do that shit. Judge went in my favor, just like this time. Judge like, well, she doesn't know anything. How am I gonna put her out? Okay, if you refuse. And now they want to refuse the lease right at that moment. At first you was saying eviction. Now it's like, oh, we can't do it. Oh, we want to refuse the lease now. So, you know, that's how they move. Judge gave me 2 months, right? So I'm really the winner. It's like a young thug trial. Like, I'm really the winner, but I'm really not. Because I'm still getting put out. You know? Then they like, okay, we got you, bitch, next time. Then I'm at work. I have friends call me, girl, they putting your shit outside. Like, what? It's like a sci-fi movie. Atlanta did this. God be rolled. Put my shit outside, y'all. I'm not going to even cap with you. I wasn't late about a week. That was my first time. I remember, see, I like to take accountability. I ain't gonna come on here and lie and say, no. Listen, that was my first time late because it was around my daughter's birthday. I had just let my homeboy come stay with me, my best friend from the end that always been there for me. I had to be there for him. He needed a place to crash. They watched me too much. My baby daddy came down, was helping us with the kids. They thought people were staying with me that was not staying with me. They was crashing at my house for probably like a week only. 2 days, 3 days. But I was going through a lot. That's why they came down there to help me. It was so embarrassing. My folks had to thank God my baby daddy left early because I would have been dragged for that back then. Like, what? They embarrassed me in front of my best friend. Made my best friend feel like, bitch, what you got going on now? Like, the fuck? You know, because he just came down here from the pictures. Bitch, you look like you paying bills. Bitch, and I was. They put my shit out and I was late a week. 4 days type shit. I thought you gotta take me to court. I thought I had my day. That's what I was saying to them. I just let that shit go because guess what? I can't make this up. Me and my best friend that had to see that got on the bus. We went. This how angels work. This how the spirits work. This why this brotherhood was so upset with me when this happened. Me and my best friend left from my house. Homegirl Quee. She shout out to Quee and her baby daddy. They put all the stuff that they could in their place for me, my important stuff, because I was at work, y'all. I had to catch the train because they had just robbed me. They had just broke into my car 2 days before. I can't make, my best friend had to see this, and I know he watched my video, so I'm not gonna lie for nobody. Y'all, listen, they took my steering wheel out of my bucket. Look, 2 police just passed by. Like, they took the steering wheel. Babe, my best friend Rashad to tell you, because he saw it. They bust the window and took the steering wheel out the fucking car. Didn't take my money. I'm not gonna even cap with y'all. It was money in there. You know I lie if I want to lie and say they took the money. No, it was money in there. They left the money. Petty shit is how I know who did it. And when I reported to the office, they say, well, somebody, because I had music in my car at the time. Maybe they wanted your music. First thing you say, some hater nigga shit. I say, well, they didn't take the money or the speaker. The speaker was still in there. Make it make sense. They took the steering wheel out. They took the whole rod, the whole steering wheel out, bro. I cried and cried and cried. Got on the bus. Because now, 2 days later, I'm getting put out. Now, I don't have no car. They stole, I ain't finna cry in this video, though. They took all my important stuff, y'all. And thankfully, my homie Quee and her baby daddy took what they could take because I was able to still have my kids' clothes and stuff. They took my underwear, y'all. It's weird shit. And I get on the bus. This the good part. This a Hallmark movie that ain't sci-fi. We got on the bus, Misha and my girls. This lady saw me. She saw it on my face that something was wrong with me. I kept seeing her stare at me and I just was aggravated. Like looking the other way, not paying her no attention to where this lady worked as an angel, got her ass upset right next to me. I tell you, no lie, my best friend saw it. He was sitting in the back of the bus. We were depressed because they took some of his shit too. So similar shit with my other brother, but I'll tell you that after this. But this lady come there and say, what's wrong with you, young lady? And I kind of like briefed over that we just got put out. But I talked about the car because I ain't really give a fuck about the place. I was ready to move from that little ghetto ass slum anyways because I didn't know about Georgia and just moved there to not knowing it was bad, right? I'm coming straight from Miami when I moved there and I was there like 2 years at that point. Y'all. So I told her about my car. I showed her sitting there showing her the pictures. Yeah, at that point I had the pictures in my phone. I'm showing her what they did to my car. And she was like, what the fuck? This lady, kid you not, said she just moved in her big house and had a duplex on White Mills Road. Y'all stayed in White Mills Road next to a young lady named Maya J. Shout out to Maya J. Her uncle heard me rapping in there, gave me her music. She probably won't even acknowledge me. This how angels move. But maybe this will make her think back, like, damn, my aunt did tell me about that girl. I should have looked out and went over there and listened to her music because she never came. But anyway, no shade, just real. But that lady say, I got a 3-bedroom duplex, White Mill Road, paid up for 2 months. You could get the keys right here. Because I'm going to I cannot make this shit up. I got pictures all on Facebook, everywhere y'all can see it. So I say, after she left, not to tell all her business and what she was telling me, but my best friend, I went back there and say, we got a place. He did not motherfucking believe me, though. Even with seeing the keys, he didn't believe me till we opened that door and we detoured and stayed on the bus going towards Kingston Station, y'all, because we didn't know where we was going. I was finna go probably get a hotel with the little funds I had that they didn't take, because I was thanking God like they didn't take that. At least I could get a room. I had my kids with me, y'all. Bro, I tell you no lie. When we got in that place, me and him broke down, hugged each other, saw how beautiful that place was. We was blessed, y'all. Because they did that to us. It's like the angels, why I tell y'all, God sends storks when he see you do right. When he see the opposition against you and you don't surrender. You get blessed in the spiritual, like crowned in a way. So I ain't flaunting my blessings. I'm flaunting the way the ancestors move, y'all. Because I tell you, no lie, that happened on the west side. But I haven't seen my baby brother. They sabotaged my baby brother. I have not seen my baby brother since I stayed on the west side of Atlanta, y'all. I just tell you a little bit. Cause I'm gonna do a story time on TikTok because I haven't seen my baby brother. I want him to know that I've been thinking about him. I want him to know that his brotherhood daddy was keeping his information hidden from me that I asked him several times. Yeah. So anywho, my baby brother, I was staying in, I was working at the varsity. Shout out to the varsity. Y'all, I actually got fired. I dropped the trade up, but it was my fault. I ain't gonna make them look bad. I was mad in the beginning, but I see it now, right? Because they actually gave me a shot. They gave me a chance. They put me as the fucking cook there. So anyway, I was working at the varsity, and I had my little apartment um on the west side of Atlanta, y'all. And I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I used to be a candy lady there, and it wasn't on purpose. It's just when I used to cook, people used to come there and like, ooh, cause I stayed all the way in the back, and people like, I don't, they kids used to always, they used to send their kids to my house. I used to say this to my baby brother when he moved with me. They be sending them little kids here, but after a while, after this child and that child's like, you got another one, my kids go out there. I started selling chicken and fries and frozen cups. So I stopped at some point, right? I stopped at some point. I was struggling, and whoever was watching me, by the way, knew I was struggling because I had just lost my PT Cruiser. Well, back then when I was trying to do music back then, this guy pretended to want to sponsor me with whatever I needed for the music. Like if I need studio time, he promised that. I never got to see none of that, but I had end up getting a connect with a little PT Cruiser. He helped me get a PT Cruiser, y'all. I tell you no lie, I lost it. I woke up in the middle of the night, the car was gone, y'all. Like I posted that online. I woke up one day, the car was fucking gone. So I didn't sweat that. Tried to do things to get my car back, all that, but after a while, I just gave up on it. I was blessed or whatever. So my baby brother is like right after they stole my PT Cruiser, or they took the PT Cruiser back. uh, my baby brother ends up in town out of nowhere. So, things worked out. And this was like me and my baby brother, like real tight. We best friends. So it's like, okay, you know how you feel about your sister or your brother? Well, my brother got a car, I got a way to work, because that's how that's how close we was. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy that he just called. He coming down here, blah, blah, blah. So we was there for each other, y'all, to help each other out. And those folks saw that. And I left to this girl I was talking to house that's from Miami with me. She was staying in, I think, Lithonia or Conyers. I forgot where we was, Lithonia or Conyers, but she was staying in a really big, nice house. So it used to give me an outlet to leave. I used to leave my house and go over there. So the people that robbed me, they was watching me, y'all. And by the way, a family member gave a aunt my keys, and I'm not gonna mention it. It wasn't my baby brother though. A family member that was also up there, because a lot of family and friends came to visit me in that apartment, y'all. Well, a family member that was there, I know he's gonna feel bad. I'm not gonna do you like that. I ain't gonna put you out there, you know. But a family member gave one of my ops my keys to give to me. That was his reason for giving it to him, because I was at my little, friend girl house that I was talking to too long, I guess. And where you at? My brother is very territorial. He wouldn't know I was, whatever, whatever. So he gave them my keys, y'all. So make a long story short, I changed my locks. This not when they robbed me though. I thought I changed my locks because I didn't trust it, but still, yeah, I'm talking about. As soon as they saw me, this how they watch you. They saw me changing my locks and mocked me, cause I changed them right before I went back to my homegirl house, because I knew I wasn't coming back for a while, and my kids were in Miami. Cause guess what? My baby brother just dropped my kids off to their dad house. Keep this in mind. My baby brother had just took my kids and dropped them off to their dad's house in Miami, because we're in Georgia. Hold up, see this. I need to say this. This is important. Thank you, Father, for giving me confirmation. So keep in mind, my baby brother. They don't want me to say this. Look at the police. My baby brother that's in jail right now. Let's give a disclaimer while they pass by. My baby brother that's in jail right now for going for this is his charge. Hit and run on a cop. Yeah. Okay. So look, this how I know the program bothering him. That's why I said that. But this I really said to protect him, because I think he's still in there. Um. So I know I'm going to, now mind you, all of that just happened. I just told you. So I go to my friend girl house. That this same girl. Keep in mind, this girl house that I'm at, she ends up backstabbing me after all of this too. Anyways, like it went back to back. So I'm at this friend girl house at this time. Mind you, we're on good terms right now, and somebody tries to rob the mansion while I'm in there. And all of a sudden, she has to go to jail on the weekends and just throw it on me one day. Like we just chilling, cause mind you, she called me up. I'm chilling. We chilling. I just did hair or some shit like that. Or she just did my hair. I can't remember, but we just chilling and she just pop up and tell me, oh, and by the way, you gotta keep the kids this weekend because I gotta go to jail. Like, huh? You gotta go to jail. I was like, I was confused. Like, huh? What are you talking about? So mysteriously, she's going to jail on the weekend, and her baby daddy is in jail on the weekdays. So it just all didn't make sense to me, and I promise you, I'm not lying to y'all. So I was keeping. So it was a schedule now. Every Friday, she went to jail, and I was watching her kids. And then one day, two incidents. One day, her other baby daddy runs in there with a big gun, saying, uh something. Where she at? Where she at? Cause she had done just from. He cool too, by the way. Her baby, that the other baby, that both of them was cool with me. They never tried me, never tried to talk to me. That's some real nigga shit. So the cool one that's real G. I think he from Miami. Well, I don't know if he from Miami. I think he from here, from Georgia. But anyways, the first baby daddy runs in this mansion. Now she's in another baby daddy house. Keep in mind, he runs in there looking for her, and I'm like, hey, she, she at the place, because everybody knew that she went to jail on the weekends, y'all. They said Sean, this other girl that grew up with us, stole something out of Walmart, y'all. Stole stuff out of Walmart. So that was the reason she was going there. I'm not gonna say her name, y'all, but pretty much she done told this dude that the other baby daddy hit her or whatever he did to her. So this dude come there to super save her, because that's what he do. He always there for her. I don't care what they go through, from what I see. So and I'm like, now she ain't here, and I don't think he did that to her, because he ain't even been here. That's what I'm telling him at this point. So I remember when he left, I'm thinking in my head like, son, right. So like he ends one day he ends up kicking her out, y'all. We had nowhere to go. Just I'm talking about flat out kicking her out after some shit happened back home, and I got a call about my kids from the school, y'all. The school called me from Florida, from Miami, y'all. Same day this girl get kicked out later that day. I'm like all in my feelings. This is how they move, y'all. So at this point, I'm thinking I'm trying to get a flight back home. I'm about to go home already. Or not home. I'm about to go to my mom's house actually. I asked my friend to take me to my house to get a couple things, because she thought I was gonna just leave my apartment and leave her. I go to the house to get a few things. We're robbed, y'all. All the stuff is gone, like beds on the floor, bus windows. So imagine it went from that, get hugging put out, we went to my house, that happened. I couldn't go there, so I didn't tell her. She don't know this. By the way, if she sees this video, she gonna feel shitty. I didn't tell her that I still have my apartment over there. I just got fucking I can't. This is why I'm not going there, because I couldn't tell her about this program, because she wasn't gonna believe me. I had to sneak away from her and make videos, y'all, because I didn't want her to hear me talk about it. That's how deep it was. But we we go to her homegirl house, because I'm trying to be there for her kids at this point. Actually, I skipped. I actually asked my homegirl, my friend, my sister, my friend, that my mutual friend that I have with my sister, and this girl messed my name up with me and my sister and my, from back home, because my homie let her stay with her. I could say her name because she was good to us. Precious. I took her to my homie Precious house. My homie just had got a big 4-bedroom, and she was at me and her was supposed to roommate first. I let this girl come there and tell me why she was taking stuff from my homie. I didn't even know. She was doing it up under my nose. I didn't find out till after the fact, because my sister G, she kind of told me, hey, this was what's her name was venting about. She said y'all took stuff out of her house, and I'm like, hey, I held it to myself, because I'm like, I knew this bitch did that. Like how did you, like all the while, because at this point she had done so much to me. If Precious would have, if my sister had told me this then, I wouldn't have believed him. I took up for her. But because by the time my bae told me this, so much done happened already. I done paid this girl Like, she did this to me 2 times, and I should have never gave her a chance, because I ended up doubling back after this girl left me hanging. After she got put out, I helped her. I'm talking about sent her $150 because she gave me this sad story. But I'm only speaking to her because she with the opposition. Because now I'm finding years later that she just set her own son up. The woman sacrificed them already so she could live good. And I'm hearing good things about her, which you should be happy, and I should feel happy about it. But I'm looking at it like, damn, I know how they work. I know how they work. You got your son in jail. He's still in jail. I saw how you was doing them then. I saw the route. I saw what you was trying to do, because see, she learned this from her folks. She was telling me, because she deep a little bit. So, she kind of like one day told me she heard what I was saying on my videos, and kind of like she agreed a little bit, but kind of making me sound paranoid at the same time, contradicting if she really supporting or not. And tell me a couple things like, oh yeah, I know about the organization and her own words, right? But then contradict the shit and just move totally opposite. So that's how I knew she threw. Let's give a drum roll and tell you the big street did a moment what she did to embarrass me big after I did all of that helping her. Yeah, she called me broke. I ain't had no money. I even though I was helping this girl pay her supposed to be rent when she didn't tell me before I came that she was already on a term of getting evicted. And you know how long it takes. See, them folks would have evicted me the right way back then. They couldn't have put me out in a week. You go to court, they give you time. That could take up to 3 months. So she had me in there too. I think I stayed there for 2 months, y'all. Two, maybe 3 months, y'all. Uh, she put me in, because at this point, my kids, I went and got my kids, because remember they was in Miami. And I'm gonna get to what they did to my brother. I didn't know yet. I didn't find out. I went through all this, y'all. Um, this girl, after it was like one day I gave her rent money, and I had just made this video, y'all, too. So it's like a retaliation move. I even said it on that video, y'all. I think I had like some red shorts on that day. If y'all look, it's on the thumbnail. But I posted that like 4 years ago or whatever. But y'all, after the video, because I had to walk through the complex, and I remember having this type of interaction with those agents that was standing over there. I tell you no lie, by nighttime, because she threw a little party too. It was like her little celebration moment, I guess, because she knew what she was doing. I tell you no lie, by night, all my food that I just shopped for her house, so ungrateful after giving her $450 towards the rent, for because me and my kids there, I'm a grown bitch, I'm gonna pay towards it. I'm gonna pay mine, I'm gonna pay rent if I have to wherever I'm at. So, that's my only bill I had at the time. I was giving it to her so my kids straight, and then the food stamps was for all the kids. That was me and her agreement. The food, and not knowing she had her own food stamps. She lied to me. I found out late though. She was making me think that she didn't have her food stamps for her kids, because when I came there was no food in there. Like, I'm not trying to throw her under the bus, I'm not throwing shade, because we had those moments. She didn't have no food, y'all. I'm not even capping. I ain't gonna get too personal, but I just, me being me, and going through things and knowing how it feels to not have shit. I spend my whole food stamps like I was shopping at my house, instead of just getting me and doing what I'm supposed to do, what a normal person do when they come and stay in somebody's house temporarily. I shop for the whole house. We talking about boat, everything by the boat, and big pack of rice, you know, that type of shit. And this girl threw it all outside, y'all. I was so hurt. It wasn't her, cause I know, like me, I have a good impression on people. I'm a good person. There's no way your friend just gave you rent money and packed your house with food. This is personal. Is no way possible. She was calling me broke, saying I ain't did shit in front of her friend. About the telling me look at you, this type of shit. Like, whoa, what is coming from, babe? What is coming from? Plus, this how I let y'all know. I'm only saying all this so you can get the drift of this how they move. Plus, the night before, we was just fondling with each other. We was just chilling with each other. We was just like I was pushing her hand off me. She was trying to make me, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, all my shit outside. Like right when they throw a hurdle in my path for the trail when I was doing my trail run. Y'all, I'm being sarcastic, but I was really on that little trail back there when I ran into those agents. And it's like later that night she did that to me. Plus, that same day or maybe the day before, there was the whole apartment complex was roped off. Plus, a month before that, her son had just called her one day and said that his little cousin just got, the place, just passed away. And he was right there with him. And he had to go to jail or something like that. Like back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. And then now I find out years later, after not talking to her, that her poor baby is in jail again. And he been in there for a while. And she put him in there. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. And guess what? She's not struggling no more. No facing eviction. Even got Section 8. This is what I'm hearing. It's like, something don't sound right. But this how a lot of people move, and that's why I'm talking about it. Like, and I pray for people like her, people that I love, that they can understand that when they, when you do stuff like that to people, it affects you. That's why I always try to teach people how to be kind, because it's really all about you. That's why when I walk amongst people, I'm teaching myself how to be kind. We got to take heed to our own messages. I do that, and that's why I'm telling people this shit, because it's deeper than rap. It's deeper than how we perceive things. It's deeper than just money. Because guess what? Money was man-made. The real currency is deeds and intentions. But see, look, a lot of people don't know that. That's just too big of a concept for people to grasp. But see, look, we live in a monopoly world, so if everything's fabricated, because in your mind, I gotta pay rent. In your mind, I gotta pay for food. In your mind, when, sorry guys, but this something else that needs to be said. When food shouldn't even be an issue, because guess what? This flies over people's head, like flies over your head. If we are allowed to plant, which is a fine, there won't be a need for Feed Little Tummies type of organization. Oh, but we still will need them. But what I'm trying to say is, like, there won't be so many people starving. You won't see so many infomercials of, oh, feed us, please. You won't see, and I act like my grandma, y'all. Don't pay me no mind. But you won't see so many people homeless, because guess what? The rising cost of food is causing people into forcing people into poverty, because they can't keep up with the Joneses. They can't keep up with the prices. They can't keep up with the daily cost of living. They may be able to pay for, and this and I'm understand what I'm saying before I say this. I'm not saying that I agree with people paying rent. But if we have to, because the way people, this is a reason why I feel like it's not a problem if it was fair. Because we don't cherish the earth. We don't cherish our thing, which means when we don't cherish the earth, we don't cherish our space. We won't cherish our, so therefore people should be able to pay a fine, because they may litter everywhere. People should pay a fine, because so instead of rent, maybe we should make people pay fines. Or because, by the way, I just got a fine today. Hold on. Speaking of that, if we allowed to plant stuff, yeah, let's talk about that too. Send this to Trump, y'all. If we allowed to be able to plant in our yards, have a community at a park somewhere where people can volunteer themselves. They can go there any time of day to pick cherries, to pick strawberries, to pick fruit. There won't be any needy children. Hold on, I gotta read this. Let's see. So, suspension. 25. What is, it's a pending registration suspension, action required. But why is my registration suspended? Like, what's the reason? You see what I'm talking about? Let me have my information and show y'all this, because people be thinking what I be saying be far-fetched, and I get it. it's because this stuff you just can't believe it. Like it don't sound right. Like look at this. Can y'all see that? Suspending. Whatever, y'all can't see it. You know what? I ain't gonna even let it get to me. It really don't matter. Y'all, they funny like that because, like I said, that was a good example of what I said earlier in the live. They modify things to teach you a lesson, to get you to do whatever they want you to do by doing little sorry ass shit like that. Back to back, I just got a fine. So this my third one. And okay, we're in another month now. But I was gonna say this my third one this month because I got a ticket and a fine last month. And then before the end, it's like I actually get a fine or something every month. They do it back to back. It's like another way. It's like a collector collecting money from you. Like how do I say it? It's like how these apps, some of these apps are as far as pyramid schemes, and I ain't talking about YouTube. I'm talking about the gaming apps and stuff. How they take dollars from you get $100, 100 players. You get and it goes up. It's different prices. You get 1,000. 100 people to donate 1,000. You got 100,000 now. It's like a pyramid scheme. So they do this with a lot of us that's on the list that's being financially drained because all of the people that's on the list not being financially drained. Don't misconfuse this. Everybody is getting different tactics. Everybody is getting different levels of tactics like that. Everybody is, so you may have like I just explained. I feel like I'm getting the same behavior they give our president. I'm not being sarcastic saying that. Like, because like I said, most of us that's being targeted is because of the DNA. And I believe, what am I saying? Am I saying that they're targeting our president because of his DNA? Yes. I think I shouldn't say no more. And that's the reason he's getting those similar tactics, and they're so severe and so strategic. It's not about what he's saying or doing because they'll just join the alliance, right? Oh, let's listen to this.
Bias became your brush, painting the picture you designed. Their eagerness to believe the worst about you made them blind to the trap they were walking into. Watch their behavior now that they think they've won. The gleeful sharing of your exposure, the righteous indignation as they spread their version of your downfall, the recruitment of others to their cause, building an army to fight a ghost. Every action they take, thinking they're destroying you, is actually them documenting their own moral bankruptcy. They're creating evidence of their own obsession, their own cruelty, their own dedication to darkness, and you're archiving all of it. The layers of your deception run deeper than they can fathom. You didn't create just one false trail. You created multiple narratives, different stories for different audiences, contradictions that would later reveal themselves as intentional. Now they don't know which version they found. They don't know what was real,
I like that.
what was planted, what was interpretation. This uncertainty is eating them
You know why?
alive.
You know why I like what he just said? Because I do see that, feel that in the energy. As far as when I'm interacting with most of these agents, they don't know if they can manipulate what move and what tactic to use with me, because they don't know. Like I'm unpredictable to them, and that's why I tell people this is how you finesse the technology they use on you. Everything I be saying, y'all, at this point it slows them down. Nope, they ain't gonna stop until the whole program abolished, of course, like a whole government shutdown. But until then, they may slow up with tactics that they feel like don't work on you, because like I said, this technology is expensive to run. This technology costs money every time, every minute, every centimeter, whatever. I'm being sarcastic. it costs to just run it. Like it's like putting gasoline in the car. Like the car don't run on air. It costs them money. So if a tactic don't work on you, they're gonna slow up. They're not gonna stop. They're gonna figure out what degrees to come at to make it work on you. And that's where you get the stagnation part of it. You may feel like, oh, I beat gang stalking. Oh, they don't mess with me no more. No. Then boom. That's why I tell people who say that they're on this watch list, these things, think about yourself. You justify yourself. Never let nobody scare you from justifying anything that happened to you. Anything that you going through, don't let nobody scare you away from justifying many others. That's how deep it go. But at this point, people don't understand that we all help each other by the little things we go through and when we talk about it.
Every piece of evidence they collected is now suspect.
Just leave it right there.
Every conclusion they drew is now questionable.
Yes.
Every ally they recruited is now wondering if they were recruited to chase shadows. Meanwhile, your real evolution happened in the blind spot created by their fixation on your false
Everybody's so
self.
eager to join the bandwagon of dismissing what Trump doing, not realizing he helping all of us, but especially people that's going through this, that's on the list. That's why they so mad. That's why they so mad. And people telling you, oh, they gonna take stuff that our forefathers set up. Huh? That our forefathers started. They saying stuff like that. You're not really listening to. It's not what they say, it's how they say it. And the fact that people feel unpowerful. Because look, we all gods. God made us all. We're all God's sons and daughters, babe. Who are you? See, look, the way the world works, and really think about it. Trump wants us all to be businessmen and women. Trump wants us all to be CEOs. He's the one president I see since a couple of them back then. But because a lot of them freed slaves. Yeah, we're gonna research all of the Thomas Jeffersons and them. Yeah, so he's the realest one that ain't a money hungry pyramid scheme top boy that say I'ma stay here, you stay down there, cause that's how the brotherhood work. They control which levels people go to. Who wants to do that? When this guy come out, he do it like this. And he may come off wrong. He may come off wrong and make you feel like he hate this type of group or he hate that type. No, he hate that you got to be a part of that group. He wants you to become a businessman. He wants you to become a CEO. He wants you to become you. He wants you to be able to go buy the things he can buy. He wants you to be able to golf at the golf course. You know, it's like, why can't you do this too? You can do this. Hold on, let me figure out what's in your path so I can help you get through that type of shit. And they don't like that. It's like we put it there. Man, I be going too hard, y'all. I be going too hard. And people don't pay me no attention because they worried about my delivery. They worried about how I look.
While they were busy attacking the scarecrow,
but guess what? The brotherhood, they like what I be saying. They like that what I be saying so much that they have to sabotage everything I do. But guess what? I ain't the only one that see the things they do. Apparently, there's angels in the atmosphere, but we got special people and forces with them that see what they doing to me. So I know if they see them doing it to me, they see them doing it to other people because they going hard for us.
We all have different responsibilities. The farm, while they were celebrating the destruction of your decoy, you were constructing something indestructible. While they were spreading lies about your fake persona, you were strengthening your real foundation. They were so busy fighting yesterday's version of you that they never noticed tomorrow's version growing beyond their reach. The timeline of their realization is predictable and beautiful, First comes the small crack in their certainty. Someone points out an inconsistency in their narrative. Then another person notices something doesn't quite add up. Doubt spreads through their conviction like cracks through ice. What was solid becomes questionable. What was proof becomes suspicious. Then comes the moment of horrific clarity.
Yes.
Usually late at night, when they're alone with their thoughts, scrolling through everything they've collected. Suddenly they see it, the pattern, the design, the intentionality behind everything they found. The realization that you wanted them to find it hits like
Praying
cold
for
water.
government
The understanding that
employees
you
during
knew
this
they were watching,
situation.
that you
Okay,
prepared this meal for their hunger,
review
and
that
they
one next.
devoured it without questioning the ingredients. This is
I'm
when
gonna
the
review
real
that one
haunting
next.
begins. Not just
It's
public
funny, right?
humiliation, but private horror. The knowledge that while they thought they were puppet masters, they were dancing on
Right,
strings they
because that's
couldn't
exactly
see.
what I was just thinking, seeing that in my feed just now about the government shutdown. Okay, I got you, but you might not want to hear what I'm gonna
Every
say because
move
I'm
they
not gonna
made
be a
was
bandwagon.
predicted, planned for, accounted for in your strategy. They'll replay every interaction now with new eyes. Every time you seemed vulnerable, was that calculated? Every mistake you made, was that intentional? Every piece of evidence they found, was that planted? The paranoia becomes their new companion, because now they'll never know what was real and what was performance. They'll question their judgment not just about you, but about everything. If they could be fooled this completely, what else have they been wrong about? The smartest ones among them are already going quiet, deleting posts, disappearing from conversations, hoping everyone forgets their involvement. The foolish ones are doubling down, trying to salvage something from the wreckage of their credibility, but both responses lead to the same destination: irrelevance. Because when you build your entire identity around opposing someone, and that opposition is revealed as an attack on an illusion, you don't just lose credibility, you lose existence. You become a footnote in someone else's story. If this message hits your spirit, hype this video so more chosen ones like you can find it. This is the fundamental truth they never understood. Relevance isn't taken, it's given. When you
Yes,
base your entire
relevance isn't
existence on
taken, it's
tearing
given.
someone else down, you give them the power to make you obsolete
There you
simply by
go.
refusing
There
to
you
fall.
go. I
You
was
didn't
just
have to
saying that.
destroy them.
He said it
You
better.
just had to let them destroy themselves against the fortress of your planning. While they were distracted by the puppet show, you were building the theater. While they were focused on the illusion, you were constructing the reality. The cascade effect has already begun. Watch as their allies start distancing themselves. The people who believe their narrative are beginning to question everything.
I get a lot of nice gestures from a lot of veterans now. Like a lot of the, y'all,
The chorus that once
if you on the level that I'm on, you're gonna see a vast amount, a majority of people amongst you having this attire of the veteran hat. This is what I noticed, y'all. The Army, Marine, a lot of them are being nice to me, y'all. Like extremely nice though. Like a good town type of nice. And that's when I noticed that I'm in alignment. When I start noticing that, because y'all, it used to be backwards. And those type of people that with that same attire I just described usually are very nasty to me. I'm talking about for no reason. Just I'd be here all day if I give examples to where they're extreme. A lot of them are still assholes, but majority of them that is so it's so evident that they being extra. It lets me know that I'm in alignment, and especially now that they understand that their exposure to the program is being minimized. It's like what I'm trying to say is they notice that maybe I have an upper hand, or they notice that maybe you they don't feel secure no more. They don't feel safe these days no more, as far as being secretive with the tactics they use on people. This is what I observe and I notice when how they move now. It's like, oh shit, I might be in the woods with you. Oh shit, I might have to walk to the store next to you. Oh shit, you might ride the bike on my trail this time. Like that type of shit. I'm going too hard again because I get so caught up in my feelings and get sarcastic. And Father, I don't want people to get the message wrong.
Sang
So
their
let's
song is going silent. This is
listen to
social
Obsidian.
obsolescence in real time. When your entire purpose evaporates,
Y'all, if
you
y'all
don't
want to watch this video, because I know I keep stopping it, it's Chosen Ones. They found what you wanted them to. Now watch them obsolete
just
themselves.
lose. You cease to matter. They thought they were writing your ending, but they were writing their own epilogue. They thought they were exposing your truth,
Right.
but they were exposing their lies. Consider the hours they invested in this pursuit, the mental energy dedicated to your destruction, the emotional investment
Because
in
it's
your
really deep
downfall,
how far they
time
go.
they could have spent
How much
building their own
consumption they
empire,
put into it,
wasted
whether
on
it's
trying to
time,
demolish yours,
energy, effort.
energy that could have lifted them up, spent trying to tear you down. This is the real tragedy of their obsolescence. Not that they lost, but that they wasted so much life on losing. They turned themselves into
Hey,
professional
I like
victims
what
of
I like how the angels, because you listen, if you really listen to everything I be saying, the angels is really funny. Like he always
their
back it
own
up.
imagination.
Listen,
The most tragic part for them is they can't even claim you destroyed them. You didn't attack. You didn't retaliate. You simply gave them exactly what they wanted, a version of you to destroy. And in destroying
yes
it,
sir,
they destroyed themselves.
yes sir.
This is the elegance of strategic defense. You don't fight back. You step aside and let their momentum carry them off the
Yes,
cliff.
if that don't
Their own
explain,
hatred becomes their downfall. Their own obsession becomes their obituary. But you kept
listen
receipts.
to y'all that say that y'all really being targeted, and understand that your reaction is what they look for. It's the energy. Remember I told you intentions is the real currency. That's all that really matters in life to me. But this is what these people also, because they mimic spirituality, they mimic things so it could confuse you. That's the whole purpose. It's not for their own belief. It's to confuse you. So of course, y'all, they're gonna play with y'all. It just too much. I'll be here all night if I explain that.
Every post they made, every
Because they
lie
very
they spread,
strategic, like
every
he
moment
said.
of their gleeful celebration over your decoy's destruction, it's all documented,
Your
not for
reaction,
revenge, but for reference. Not to
your
destroy
reaction
them, but to let them destroy
is what they
themselves
aim
when the
for.
truth
But if you
emerges.
don't give
This
them,
documentation
look,
serves as
if you don't react to, and if you react, make it very minimum and very professional. But I wouldn't even react. Let me tell you, when you don't react the way they want you to react to begin with, they lose time, energy, money, and ego. And ego is really the only one they really care about, because guess what? Their ego makes them do all of those things I just said. So when you come at their ego by like, hey, you ain't even worth the reaction, that type of shit, and smile, sachet, give them the wrong blueprint, it kind of, it puts them in the corner somewhere. It sits them down with themselves. And imagine having that effect on the whole corrupt organization. It changes things. And this is why I come here, and the others that get on here in hopes of getting this abolished to where people could finally have freedom of speech, so people could finally have equality. I said it wrong, you know, so that people can have uh, free will to actually do things they want to do, like plant, like I just said, like garden in their own backyard, especially the homeowners that own their home and their land, even if they don't own the land. See, the problem is the land doesn't even belong to the foreigner governors and government. Alleged. This is probably not alleged though, but the problem is we took the place with, let's just include myself with the USA. We took the land from the tribes, right? And then this is what the problem is. Then you charge them to begin with. This was the first problem. This is the first promise that we broke. You charged them to occupy the space you took from them. Then you continue to charge their descendants and make them homeless if they can't pay for it. This is, since we talk about Tylenol causing autism, let's talk about changing, forcing people to eat ways they can't afford now, to these tribes of people that you took their land from, right? And remember, the other tribes, you kidnapped them from their land and took them over there so that they could mix breed with that other clan, right? That's why all of us look funny. So you charge them even though you can't. This is the problem. The problem is, this is where reparations get cashed out. You kidnap the other tribes, put them with the other tribes that helped you learn how to do the things they was doing, gave you a home to be there, and took it from them, and then caused a famine, caused them to have certain diseases, allegedly, caused them to have to live differently. Oh shit. Both tribes, all the tribes, if that. And then if they didn't give you what you wanted as far as money goes, because that's when money was created. There was no such thing. This the YNs and Sexy Reds don't know that. Yeah, we got y'all chasing the bag now, but back then, and I hate to hear this. Fuck that, y'all old ass. We, you know what I'm saying? We live, this is new day, modern day. Fuck that. Listen, understand that money was never a thing. Just just have this in mind first, right? Money was never a indicator of whether you ate that day. This for your ancestors, not you, of course. Money was never beneficial to getting food back then. Not only that, you didn't have to pay a cent to make you a hut or a tent. You didn't have to pay a cent to occupy a piece of land and make that hut and garden your food. You was living good in the woods, like Scar in the Woods, like Yeshua was. And now that you was able to, like, see, look, this the problem. Foreigners won't admit, and I'm not political, it's just my opinion, opinions matter. Foreigners charged the descendants, taxed the descendants, made them poor, made them so poor that they descendants couldn't get back up in time, made it so segregated that the other that their descendants felt better than mine, when we the one helped them create the things that we evolved from. Because it get deep. These tribes, when I say tribes, I mean Africans and what we call Indians, right? Even though the tribes wasn't called Indians, the Indonesians, which is another tribe. That's why it's okay. I even told an elder of mine that we all of us are one and the same. No matter who it is. I was younger, I said that. And I think about it to this day. So it makes me feel elated to say, yeah, of course my ancestors from Africa. Of course my ancestors from Indonesia. Of course my ancestors from, because we all mixed breed. It's so contradicting when people do that race card thing and they, and this and that. It's like we all are the same. We even, listen, I could say this and it's not alleged. I got Caucasian white people in my family, in my truth, in my DNA, that I found stories that DNA that makes me have that, give me that Caucasian blood was from uh, a massa that took advantage of one of my baby ancestors. That, you know, she was a young lady, but I saw the big age difference. I think she was like in her 20s, 30s, and he was like 60 something, and had slaves, and you know what I'm saying. So this when I say that, I mean to say that we all the same. So it's so funny and clownish when people pull the race cards and say this they don't like your kind, or that what is my kind. Do you remember that your ancestors segregated all of us and took advantage of mine? And we probably, yeah, some of mine did it to yours too. I heard the stories, but we all the same. That's my whole thing in saying it too. So when people want to be the R word, they really should look in the mirror, because even though you know one of the genes dominated, so you may feel like you probably don't have no percentage of my BLK blood in you as a Caucasian person, and somewhere down the line, your great grandpa allegedly, you know, went in one of those huts, and those BLK huts, and you was the outcome years and generations later. So that would make a lot of people help them not be the R word, the ones that are. And I believe a lot of these important people that have access to their family trees to where it fall back, because a lot of us don't even know where we come from. But a lot of these people that have resources to stuff like this and that's interested in stuff like this, most of them know that they have BLK blood. As a Caucasian person, know that they have Native American, whatever you want to call the tribes, Cherokee, Creek, and Seminole, Choctaw tribes, and the African tribes, and y'all, 12 tribes of Judah. People keep missing that, but they like to separate us so that we be in rivalry with each other, just like our folks was in rivalry with each other and went against each other. And we think we bet this group think they better than that group think they better than that group, when we all was just uh wonderful as one. But that's how the brotherhood moves. I gotta stop this shit. I gotta stop this shit. Let me just listen to Obsidian for a little bit. Then after that, I'm gonna stop the live,
There's evidence
because
of
I
their
think I'm done
character,
with what I
proof
said
of
and
their
what I wanted to
obsession,
say.
a record of how easily they believed what they wanted to believe. When they see their own words, their own cruelty laid out in the light of truth, something dies inside them.
YouTube gonna give me an ad. Watch. Yep. No weapon form shall prosper.
If you own a home with a roof that has any of these
See,
four
look, y'all.
issues, we have an offer specifically for you.
Words
Does your
are
roof have a
curses,
leak?
and the brotherhood allegedly
The image they had
learned.
of themselves as heroes of
This
their
is the
story
reason they made it
crumbles.
the
They see
language what it
themselves as
is.
they really are, people so
Words have
consumed with
curses.
someone
So when
else's
they do certain
downfall.
I learned this from the brotherhood and the stuff they do. So for research purposes only, YouTube. Like, I learned this. They use certain tactics for deeper reasons than you even think if you really analyze things. It's a lady named, damn, what's her name? She be sometimes she kind of like PG it, and it throw me off sometimes, but I think she do that for a reason, trying to just code words, because YouTube and the platforms are just cap it. So I never thought about it like that. Now that I see it, but I think her name, damn, I can't remember. Y'all, it's gonna come to me. It's a lady that I used to watch her videos a while ago. I got to see, go over there and check out, binge watch her, but I cannot remember her. But get to the point. If I find her channel, I tell y'all. But this lady is one of the few people that I saw really on this topic, because a lot of people, yeah, they know they being targeted, yeah, they know it's the obvious stuff. They say some people post videos of the car similarities with all the red cars, all the color coordinations. Some people come on saying, oh, he's targeting me at work. Everybody know, okay, but they don't know what these people really do certain things for. And that's where it come in, where those color coordinations come in. You really look at it different now. It's like they do certain things. It's like a ritual when they do it to you, because they using words as spells and curses, and you wonder why certain. See, look, I'm going too far, y'all, with the sauce. See, look, this don't get me nothing but sabotage by telling you, but this helps get the program about it. Since we in the topic and supreme levels of exposure of whether this program lasts, y'all, because now this is the facts right here. We in a point of where we trying to figure out if the program even works, if the program, and I think we way past that point with the answer. We in the knowing of, is this inhumane to society? Like what? Like it's deeper than what people really think. Because
that they lost
y'all,
themselves in the process.
it's sick what they really doing.
Months of dedication
And
to
for people
destroying you.
to not
Countless hours
think
analyzing
that it
your
won't
decoy.
affect them
Energy that
is
could have
bizarre.
built empires wasted on chasing shadows.
Hold up.
This is
For people who do stuff like in a way of, I'ma mind my business. Oop, I ain't getting into that. Oh, I ain't, to people who talk about it, don't realize that very person or those very people are helping all of us out. Those very people are brave. They should get honorary rewards. Like I think I just had in my feed with Rick Ross got, or was it Trick Daddy and Trina got an honorary, somebody, I don't know, somebody, YouTube just, I don't know. We targeted individuals should get yearly or monthly rewards cards. I'm talking about from every vendor, every store. We should have housing. We should look. I'm opening up a platform for us, y'all. This what needs to be said, because these people are having things in their lives taken and sabotaged. These people, if anybody should get assistance, it should be the people that's on the list, since the list is exposed. I think these people and families, especially the ones who have children that go through it, should have housing. Of course, they should have funding each month, like a Canadian refund or a Canadian resource fund. We should get nothing less than $2,400 a month, because when we calculate all of the tactics that they get trying to get results from, when they put you in situations to see how you react to them, because they're not trying to harm you, they're just trying to test you like a guinea pig, right? Because that's where we at with the exposure of it. So these people should have medical care, because these people are put in situations to where they may get into a wreck when they driving their cars, allegedly, YouTube, because they have people that want to know if they could ride like a NASCAR and they could detour stops, bitch. They could detour the cars that's trying to ram into them. So therefore, they should have rental places that should be on standby in case they need a lift, like a Uber or DoorDash. So of course they should have dental, because these people put particles and foods. They have people breaking their homes, allegedly, YouTube. This is for research purposes only, though. Of course they have people that spike things that you may eat. You can't really go to a restaurant if you on this list, because they got your name, right? Because they beat you to go on there. Of course, that person that assigned to listening to you on stake out on your devices that's hacked into, that makes it glitch when you're on the run, when you're doing something fun, when you're getting some ones, bitch, make it turn off, make it go hot, bitch, when you live, ho. Make sure they got standby phones, rental cars like these agents ones, like the federal ones, right? The ones that don't play fair, the ones that don't follow the rules, the ones that Trump trying to get out the room. Yeah, they mad though, because that like those folks come and tell you, don't vote for Trump. He's about to take things we set in place, bitch. Who is we? Because I'm struggling, bitch. Don't come to me. What did you do for me? I had to do it for myself. What did your folks have to do for me? Cause see, look, this is how they use it. It's like when they started to use church as a weapon, y'all. They took what our ancestors tried to leave behind and use it as a weapon on their descendants. And I see every day how disgustingly people use the Bible as a weapon. But guess what? It's not their fault. I can hear that song. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? It ain't your fault, because it was passed down. It was a fearmonger tactic that they used and disgustingly tried to abuse what God gave us, which is His word that He passed down. And I do believe that the main reason is because they know how much God is loved. You know, think about that. It should make you smile knowing that. When you go the opposite of where they try to throw you at, it makes you proud because they tried to go so hard. But see, they do the same thing to Trump. I see that. That's the real reason why I really went live, because I seen all the videos coming. Hold up, Obsidian, baby. We're going to come back. Let's make sure I save it on my... Let's review the little video that they threw on my... So this one, let me save it, because I want to finish that. All right, so look. Because I'm gonna watch the one that I was listening to earlier, and let me find it first. Let me show you. Yes, I should put it right here. Let me see. See, one thing about what I don't like about YouTube, y'all, I love y'all, but why y'all be erasing the videos? I see I be wanting to come back to certain videos and it don't be there, so I have to save it. All right, we'll just watch this one. Like, watch this one, whore. See, look, that one was hitting too hard. That's why I can't find it. But let's just listen to this one. YouTube want me to listen to it so bad. CBS News. I can't listen to that, babe. Why? What is the one that I was listening to earlier? It's so funny. Okay, here you go. Okay, let's put it back.
Are we facing a government shutdown? But over 100,000 federal workers are resigning today.
This is why they... I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry, because you know why this ain't funny, and it's funny at the same time? Because they involving other people that shouldn't be involved. It's like, we taking you all down.
Under a program that was designed by the Trump administration. But the government has shut down. And I don't even know what's going on. I'm going into the office. Y'all. This has been such a roller coaster ride as a government worker.
Yeah, I pray for this girl, and I hope that she get her job back, and if these people not affiliated with the corruption inside the government that Donald Trump is trying to dismantle, I pray that she doesn't lose her job. But I'm thinking about the lady and the people. Wait, y'all, because y'all do not take this wrong with me laughing at this. I'm thinking about the lady who cut my fucking benefits for a year straight back to back. She definitely got... No, listen. She said something real poor to me. Just listen to what this lady's saying, because this is how all the Brotherhood boys is feeling right now. They're in the frantic panicking. So listen to this lady in the back of your mind, remembering what that lady said when she just cut the shit for the 20th time this year, babe, and told me to get a job.
I've worked for the government for 5 years, and I love my job, and it was always like the safest place.
A lot of them are corrupt. That's why the shit funny, and they scared as fuck. See, look, God said, if you do good, you get good. The things happen. So if you did good, you won't be in the panic. You're just like, oh, this might... See, look, the ones who ain't really did nothing and ain't corrupt, they ain't coming like this video. They ain't panicking. They thinking this vacation for them. They happy because they don't know when they gonna go back. They're like, oh, I wish it's down for a month. You know, this is a sign of a panic.
Place to work as far as security, you know. So for this to be happening,
Wait. understand what I just said and what she just said. She just been working there for a couple years, and with everybody federal going in this situation of where it felt security for 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Like, wow. Now, we've been through stuff like this before, but there was never layoffs and things like that.
Hold up.
So for that to be in the air, it's like,
What are you talking about? We've been through stuff like this before. It's not what people say. Go back. It's not what people say. It's how they say it. And watch.
And the ripple effects could actually hit everything from Social Security offices to the Department of...
Remember the fearmonger mocking Trump in the beginning. This is what we doing, right? Listen. Remember? You better be, you did it. It's Trump. Wait till he cut this. And wait, like they already knew, right? They was campaigning it, mocking him, because they knew his plans. They knew his intentions for us as one. So they campaigned them like that. Remember? Way before this shutdown happened, months into him just being president, up and way before, especially before he came president, they was really doing it even harder. Oh, you vote for him, he gonna take Medicaid, he gonna take food stamp. But guess what? What's being revealed wasn't that he was taking it. It looks like he's taking you guys out of there because you ain't doing your jobs right and putting people that can do it better and right.
Veterans Affairs.
Because none of us really being affected, and that's for somebody that just got her Medicaid stopped from the hater that been stopping it all year, way before Trump came into jail.
And yes, the job market too. And as someone who was a part of the Great Resignation back in the Panini times, this movement feels like deja vu all over again, but on a massive national...
Notate what she just said.
...scale. So stick around because I'm going to be sharing some TikToks from federal workers.
I like this young lady's commentary though. On another note, I'm gonna like the video.
The job seekers, and asking the real question here: what happens to everyday Americans when the government
watch what this lady say.
Disappears overnight?
You say when the government disappears overnight. So watch how. So let me read what she said. Oh, it's just a disclaimer.
Okay, day one of being furloughed, guys. So I just got an email saying that I've been placed on furlough status. However, during this period, I may be contacted at any time and instructed to perform specific expected work. So I'm not getting paid. I can be on call basically, and I can't go on a cruise because I was like, oh, maybe I'll go on a little vacation or some. Negative. I have to be available at all times with no pay, zero money, on call.
Watch what the other girl say.
What the fuck?
So officially on furlough as of midnight. It was more like 10 p.m. because when the Senate goes home, like, they're not solving anything in the next 2 hours. So
you see, like, listen to what they are saying, and you understand the direction of them.
We've known since about 10 p.m. that we were going to be shut down, but even though I'm not essential, I still have to come into work today because we have to conduct some shutdown stuff, namely giving enough information to our contractors to make sure that they have enough runway, that they don't run out of things to work on. Fun conversation as I pulled up to the gate, though. The gate guard said good morning, and I said, happy who the fuck knows what's going on for the foreseeable future day, and he went, you know it.
You heard it?
But yeah, what's the verdict? We are all furloughed. So,
did you hear that again? Who is we are all? Like, why? Understand the statements and how they're said, not what they're saying.
Further notice.
It's like, because they all coked up. They all allegedly the corrupt ones that I believe Trump and his party is trying to expose and get rid of out of offices and organizations. These people have an alliance to where they go. I feel like they go to parties like a Diddy party somehow. I like this on my witch shit at this point. Like, this a free read, y'all. So I should have titled it. So, but I feel like they go to some party. Maybe they go to a church or a lodge somewhere, y'all. This is the read. YouTube's for entertainment. Like, maybe they go to a lodge somewhere. Maybe they go to some type of big building, whatever they do, they all meet up. And my point I'm trying to make is, with her saying, her direction is saying we all are furloughed. Like normally, if there's like a franchise of like a, you know, I'm not gonna say a word, but let's just say McDonald's and Burger King, you know, they separate, and all the McDonald's that speak into existence, all the McDonald's get an upgrade, you know what I'm saying? And they all say, well, we all get an upgrade, because I kind of dyslexic with what I'm saying, but she's letting you know that her alliance is getting furloughed. You wouldn't even start the sentence off that way had it not been you in a cult-like type of alliance.
Will be our last time.
So listen,
on the job.
because for somebody, like, there's like different businesses, right? Different contractors do things different ways. So the whole government, it's just like a Applebee's that's personally owned by somebody else, you know, or that McDonald's privately owned by somebody else, right? It's the same. So if you really ain't a part of something corrupt or doing something bad, you won't be worried. You'll probably still be trying to go to work because you know that you're not a part. I don't know how to make it make sense. You won't even panic. But they gonna make excuses to say that. Listen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's crazy, like, being an adult. And
listen to what they gonna say.
Life just be coming at you fast, bruh. I swear to God. And I feel like life has just been smacking me. Like, this year, I feel like it's been smacking me. It's been very real. So, I mean, this isn't something I ever thought that...
See, look, and like I said, some people, they take everybody down with them, and this is why it's important not to join groups like, or corrupt groups like this, because when their hands shown or expose things that they do are known, they like to blame you for it. So this why the low level people can't know certain things. To the baby boys, the baby brotherhood boys, they don't know everything for a reason, because if something big and strategic happens, then you gonna have to be blamed for it, because you definitely, you know what I'm saying? But if, like I said, if they wasn't a part of an alliance that they knew was doing something illegal or doing something corrupt or moving funny, like the lady when she cut my food stamps and stuff, and mimicked and mocked me and my children and called us poor, you wouldn't have nothing to worry about. You would be taking this lesson like it's, oh, instead of this young lady saying, and I'm not saying, I don't feel like, because the fact that she said that life has been life in her, I could tell it's a spiritual attack, as in she probably have nothing to do with the corrupt people. So these memes and this video, these people put together a mixture of like I said, they taking everybody with them type of shit. So you're gonna get a couple of them that's panicking, and you get a couple of them that's in disbelief. And then you got a couple of them that's taking it as a vacation on the beach, and God gave them a sign. And the people that feel like it was sent from heaven, and the sign, the vacay, instead of you saying, I thought I was gonna take a vacation, I'm not. Oh well, girl, I'm off from work this whole vacation, this whole time that I'm off, I'm taking this time to go home or go see my folks at home. But you panicking because you're scared of something else.
It's happening to a lot of people, and you know, I just gotta.
Or even you got a couple that's like, I just gonna get me another job. You know, it's not what they're saying, it's how they are saying it, that they panicking.
Moving and focus on what I can control, which
and it's
is
sad because people that don't need to go through it is having to go through it too.
You know, live my life and sustain myself beyond this job.
See?
I'm glad I already paid my rent. I will be getting a paycheck next Friday. But yeah, after that,
I felt that
there will be no paycheck for this period. You know, for as long as this furlough is occurring, and it can be a week, it could be a couple of days. it can be.
And that was a good example of a difference of situations. And I just say less.
A month.
You could tell what her heart at with it.
There would be no paycheck for
she
that.
She probably a sweetheart at work. They wouldn't even let her come in the recess room with them and discuss their tactics and what they do to people.
But are you? Most people don't
And that's
even
why
realize their first
she's
offer
not
from
talking
insurance.
about. She's not coming with the we and the that. It's more of me and my family. I'm panicking about bills.
So I'm actually going into work now.
That we don't know what's gonna happen, man.
Secure my
and the
area,
government's gonna shut down, of
tie
course.
up any loose ends with my workload, and I think I have like 4 hours to do that.
There we go.
So I'll be handling that for the greater part of the morning. And then after that, I believe I'm just gonna be doing whatever I please. Hopefully it only lasts about a week or so, because I can't really see this. I can't really see me being like as non-stressed as I am now.
That's a good example.
If this lasts beyond like a month. A month is probably like the most.
And this is an example of someone that's not in the mix.
That I am prepared for.
That's not in the mix with the corrupt organization being affected, because I said they all.
Captain's log, day
say
one.
Less.
As a non-accepted, furloughed government employee, signed my counseling paperwork, created a wicked, awesome out-of-office message. I should probably share that. That was pretty classic. And then I went to the mailroom and got our mail. And then I went to the commissary and got a sandwich. And then I texted all my parents for like the kids that I coach for soccer and let them know that the world is not on fire and we will still have practice. And we will still have games. So I would say morale is at a 10 out of 10. Let's check back tomorrow. Welcome to day one of the government shutdown.
I think that was a bot.
Now, unless you got
it made my skin crawl for research purposes only.
So we're just waiting around to see what we hear, if we will be furloughed or not.
So
I'm sure
I could definitely tell the difference on that one, babe.
all of the leadership are in meetings. I'm remote, so I have to get stuff through the grapevine. But you should be waiting on your organization to let you know if you will be furloughed or if it's business as usual. Don't take it upon yourself.
Another good example.
Shut down.
There go another.
Don't lose your job.
Pop it if you lock it. Pop it if you. That was another good example of everything I just said. Spirit, thank you for giving me confirmation, because this don't explain. It went down the line of everything I said of examples of people that you have, understand what they trying to really say. Now this young lady is another example of being thrown in the mixture, going through this, but she's the amongst the ones, like I said, gonna take it as a vacation time, or vice versa. I'm gonna continue to go to work because I know I ain't in, because they know what's going on in there. Ow! Thank you, Father, for giving me the voices. Listen, because they know what's going on amongst each other. You ain't finna get none of those videos, because they have some positions have called you to have to take an oath to take the position. Yeah, so a lot of them definitely ain't gonna come online until there's apocalypse, no weapon function, like a comic book, YouTube. And apocalypse of just, oh, did you hear it? We have no government. Trump gave us all land. Yay! You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I believe it's like he's funny like that. I think he'll pull some shit like that off. And these people try to stop him at all costs. But listen to what these people say. Not really much of what they say,
because agencies
but
have
how they
different
say
types
it.
of funding. Some agencies are
And understand that some of these people that don't have nothing to do with it know what's going on behind the scenes, because they have these conversations in their lunchrooms together, whispering, saying, "Oh, you know that they're doing this over there, and that's that." They have those conversations because those group meetings they think is secretive. Their co-workers see them, and that's why we're getting a lot of whistleblowers a lot lately. That's why you're getting a lot of information from insiders, and the angels agree with me. So that's confirmation. Let's just continue with this video.
Some agencies within an organization that it's a single year and it may not be funded and it may get furloughed. So follow your procedures
that's alignment
as usual and let them guide you on what you
alignment.
need to do next. Okay, don't assume. Don't take nothing into your hands. Go to work.
See.
This app pays your bills now, and
YouTube
you pay back
even agree.
later. Turn big bills into 4 manageable payments.
go to work.
All right.
Okay.
It is day one of the government shutdown.
So
What does that
this
mean
from
for us
Boss from
active duty
Home, y'all.
personnel?
If y'all want to look at
That
this,
means
because I
that we
skipped a
got
lot.
paid on the 1st, but as long as the government is shut down, we will not get a paycheck on the 15th. This, of course, has caused a lot of financial worry and burdens amongst all of our active duty personnel, especially those that are living paycheck to paycheck. So my call of action for you today is to stop living paycheck to paycheck. One thing that I want to make sure everyone's aware, and I want to say this delicately because I am active duty, is that the government shutdowns are happening more and more often, which I don't see it lessening as politics have become more polarized, where they separate people. People are, split in between a line and not knowing how to disagree to agree, or agree to disagree, or debate and stuff like that.
He's
and
really
just
smart
be good with having a difference of opinion.
with his delivery of
So I see this happening more often, not even to mention as somebody.
all of the tactics that are being used to provide manipulation in a smooth way.
People may not know, but when the government shutdowns happens, it actually affects our retirees also. So our retirees won't get paid. So imagine
You
being
saw that?
retired.
You saw that? It's not what he said, it's how they say it.
From the military, you've done your service,
Another
and now the
tactic.
government shutdown is going to cause you to not get paid in your retirement. And so this is why I say, like, this is definitely my point of view, is that
Because it's one thing to give information on what's happening, but to add stages of things that's happening to make a puzzle of a point you trying to make lets me know why you saying what you saying. Because understand that most of these people, you heard a young lady say, don't panic and assume something you think that when it's not really that. That said 100 things in one when she said that. First of all, take your ass to work still. These people, hey, I
the
can't. It's like a
government was
Picasso.
not designed to
Excuse
fully
me.
always take care of you. I'm
Thank
pretty sure it shows by actions now that we're not their highest priority. And so my whole point of that is not to like bash,
highest priority.
but the whole point is that you can't count on the government, and you need to take ownership of your finances, of your own financial destiny. You need to be in a place in life to where if the government shuts down, like how I am in this situation now, that you really don't care because you have other
It's it's
financial
what he's saying. How he's
resources
saying
that
this,
you can
y'all.
depend on.
It's like
So this
a
is the
weapon.
reality for more than 100,000 workers today. And so that means today, October 1st,
To make people angry, y'all.
thousands of desks
I'm
are
saying a
empty,
lot without
and
saying it.
agencies are scrambling. Workers are sharing
See,
their shock
understand
and
how she's saying it. She's saying the same thing he's saying it, and it's not what she's saying, it's how she's saying it.
real time on TikTok. But it's not just the workers who are shaken up right now. The services that you and
Another
I
good
depend
example.
upon are about to feel it as well.
So we're all in agreement on this, right? If the government does away with the healthcare subsidies and all of our premiums go up for next year and they're just way too expensive, we all just stop using insurance. And then if we get sick or need medical care, we just show up to the hospital.
It's not what they say, it's how they saying these things that gives you every motive and every tactic that they're scared of, and this is why I call it a panic. Some of these people aren't panicking. Some of these people are even being informative. Some of these people are not even giving a shit. But some of them are giving too many shits that they're being so theoretical that they, like I said, puzzling in things that don't even exist, things that coexist, or things that pre-existed, and making it their point. And that lets you know the direction. Are you trying to include, now you're trying to get more people scared and mad and sad, and it's causing a famine again, like when the Trail of Tears. After that, these people had to live all their life and fight, and it caused them to act a certain way, be depressed in a certain way, so far that they pass it down to their generations. It's the same shit. Y'all don't get the
They give
direction.
us the bill,
Here you
we
go.
just don't pay it. Let the system collapse.
See?
Let it crumble.
Good morning. Today
Versus don't panic. Go to take your butt to work. To if the system collapses, let it collapse. Don't pay your insurance. Don't. So he's telling you, in other words, don't pay your insurance, which means if you don't pay your insurance, you can't go to the doctor. Just give up on life. That's what he told you.
is Wednesday, October 1st. Let's get into the shelter and housing perspective about the government shutdown, and let's talk about what we might see and how this might affect you, or if you, are on
Again, it's not what they say, it's how they say it. And I'm just gonna keep it real.
Section 8, you relied on these subsidies, and if you were in a shelter. I'm only going to talk about a couple of things because it's still really too early to go over the most important details. So, as we know that the shutdown can have a serious wide range of effects, so let's look at this breakdown on how this may impact shelters, voucher holders.
Because honestly, they bringing back the previous tactics that they used on Trump before he even got into office, telling you what his intentions was and what was going to happen. So they knew that certain things were going to change for them because they got a memo. They probably got audited. They probably got these references of things that they knew that was going to happen amongst their group of people. They knew that some of their personnel were going to get rehired and fired. They knew this prehand. That's why they gave these campaigns like this, because really it really don't affect really nobody if you really think about it, because the people that shouldn't be in these assistant programs, the ones that really should be though, not the ones that are coerced to be in a predicament to where it looks like they're doing too much or they're not doing enough. I'm talking about the people that are actually doing enough and that don't need to be on there, like their family and friends. Like I mentioned earlier in the live, they have their family and friends getting these donations, like Pampers as such, gift cards. Yeah, I seen it all. They give them their rental coupons and family discounts. I seen it all. And it's unfair because then you don't get one. You take it, they take it all and don't leave none for nobody else. And now that's how all of these corporations are working, to where it goes down to far as assistance. You got these same group of people that's acting a certain way in that same field, and they're moving the same way. Like they're taking the petty funds for themselves. They're not giving it to people. They're not giving it to like a resource center, like a housing program. When they have these allowances and these donations that's supposed to be that's charity sent to their fund to give these people, they don't give it to the people, they give it to their family and their loved ones, y'all. And see, look, they don't understand that other people that's in their higher ups saw this. You got whistleblowers that got mad, like, oh shit, my sister, baby daddy, cousin, brother told me he couldn't get none. So now they're involved. And I feel like, and this is my opinion, since we talk about Trump to begin with, I feel like Trump is either he's related to someone affected, or either he best friends with someone that was affected. Either he himself feel like his situation is enough to be affected. But I really feel like it stems from this another free read, y'all. Maybe you could tag him. So I really feel like it's way before him, and maybe he do know, or maybe he just don't know enough. But I think it's far farther than him, further than him. Maybe it could be a great grandfather, or his great great grandfather that was affected, but or maybe someone far down the line, like a cousin, an old cousin, someone and his past that he found out was affected, or maybe it was one of his best friends, family members that was affected, and they told him. But either way, I feel like it touched him close to home. My reasoning of saying this is the reason why he want to do right for us as one, not just for the black or the white, the African, the Asian, the Mexican. Because if you talk about the Mexican movement, he really trying to help them. Oh, how dare you say he trying to help them if he deporting them? Well, I'll tell you how. Because hey, you know they're using you as a scapegoat. You know you want to register here, so if something happened to you, your family back home might not even know what happened to you. This is for research purposes only, though. YouTube, like, he's actually helping them go back home, get fucking legalized to come up in this bitch, because then you'll have to get to the back of the line. Our folks got to get this one first, if whatever you trying to do. Like, hold up, I'm trying to help you out, because if something happened to you, they really ain't gonna help you. The group of people that sent you here, the people that maybe went all the way down there to get you, wherever you know what I'm saying? that people don't want to take constructive criticism even when it's coming from the president. They take, but it's not their fault, because if they would have allowed Tim and campaigned Tim in the right light, he would have been able to say that. And I feel like Trump, I think he autistic too. Like, so I think that's probably why. See, I blame it on our spectrum. See, I don't take it personal. And when people say stuff like, "Oh, he said this about Tylenol," I think it's deep inside. He's like, "What caused this?" Like, he's researching it. And I love the fact that I know my own very own president, because I got diagnosed at 35, y'all. Not when I was young. I never knew I was. And that was like, I tell people nowadays, I, that was the best day of my life, because it summed up a lot of shit, and because that I felt bad about, that people made me feel bad about. Like, it just, I can see clearly now. So I feel like Trump is in the era where I was. Or maybe his friend, and maybe it's not him, maybe it's somebody close to him that's on the spectrum, and he's so in tune with researching it to figure out what's really wrong with that person that's close to him. Or maybe, like I said, it might just be him too, or it's him and his a loved one, or a best friend, somebody close to him, and he don't mean no harm with the Tylenol. He just feel like there's there's got to be, other than looking into this. Look, I'm gonna tell our president this. There's nothing wrong with being autistic. It just explains your trait. It doesn't. See, look, this is the thing. Nothing happened to you or your friend, to anybody else that's on the spectrum. It was nothing your parents did. It was nothing the medicine did. It was nothing like all of the environmental factors and health, protein intake and food intake, including the Tylenol. All that did was act as a environmental factor, as a symptom to your autism. But you couldn't. It's just like this. You can't get get, see, look, Caucasian people get licensed and BLK people don't. So it's like that type of, I gotta use that example, no racism, but it's like I couldn't find nothing else at the moment. It's just whatever. Hear me out though. Like, you can't get licensed if you a BLK person. So it's like you can't get uh you can't get autism if you're not autistic from the medicine. So that should like hold us off on Tylenol, because it's like, hold up, because we're gonna say that, we gotta go to the food now. We gotta go to, the apartment building that gave the pesticides. We gotta go to. I'm just trying to, just because maybe people don't understand that. We don't have we have an understanding that something's wrong with a person that's autistic. They take it, it's not a disease, it's a mental spectrum. See, once we separate it from that, we'll understand that nothing caused it, which means the mother didn't do it to him, the father didn't do it to him, the genetics came with it. You know what I'm saying? Just like, because everybody, that should give us an opening to believing that everybody is different now. Because if we got this group of spectrum people, there got to be more different type of breeds of minds, But see, we so stuck in one because we think that everybody think the same and do the same and act the same, because people mimic each other. And autistic people should be an example of that, because we mask to be accepting. It's not something that we want to do. It's something that we feel like we have to do because we don't understand neurotypical people. We feel differently. We sense things differently. So that should give us the blueprint to believe that everybody else is the same. Okay, so I'm doing too much again, and I just dropped my sativa. Let's play Obsidian.
Shelters and housing programs. So immediate impacts of the federal government shutdown.
That's real deep,
on
though.
Shelters and housing programs. So we know that HUD is operating on a slow, or they're halting a lot of their businesses. So most of HUD staffs are furloughed, leaving a small skeleton crew to manage essential tasks. Renewals for Section 8 project-based rental assistance contracts may be delayed if the shutdown lasts more than 30 days. New grants, contracts, and funding approvals are paused, affecting shelters and housing providers relying on federal support. Okay, housing choice vouchers. Let's get into Section 8 for a second. Payments to landlord may be delayed if HUD systems are inaccessible for funding and rent out. Public housing housing authorities may face uncertainties and administrative delays, especially if they rely on HUD systems for processing payments. Shelter operations. Shelters funded by federal grants like ESG and COC may experience delays in reimbursement or grant renewals. Staffing shortages at HUD and other agencies can slow down technical assistance, compliance checks, and reporting. So again, the short term, under 30 days, if this does go for under 30 days, most programs will continue without minimal disruption. But if it lasts longer than 30 days, funding gaps may force shelters and housing providers to cut service, delay payments, and even pause new intakes. So this is what we're looking at. Of course, there's more, but this is just from the shelter and housing assistance
But guess what?
perspective.
What's so funny? And here go another free read. And this is why it's important. Our president realized that they're mocking him and trying to campaign him, but I believe he know that, and that's why he gonna flip this on them since they mocked him, because this is how Spectrum people act. And we both Geminis. I guarantee you, y'all come back to this video and tell me when you see it happen in the open. Listen, free read. He gonna shock them and do what he did in this era, because this is who he is. He gonna do what he did in this era and help those people with their rents and make sure he's at the last minute, like a drop of the bomb, boom, Trump walk in. He do the Trump come in like Trump.
Scary. The Department of
You know how he do that walk when he getting off the airplane with the wave, like, here I am, Trump here to save the day,
Veterans
make
Affairs
America great
and
again.
the Social Security Administration, there are places where people are
While they're in a panic. But they're trying to get us in the panic first, because they already see the outcome.
On that consistent service.
Getting those landlords prepared for what's coming, because the message ain't to the civilians. It's to the authority figures. Catch the drift.
See slowdowns or outright shutdowns in those areas. And the timing could not be worse in 2025. With inflation already crashing and crushing households.
I told y'all this. They wanted me to review this video so bad while I'm on live YouTube. I told you it might not be the one you want to hear. I'm not a monkey see, monkey do. We giving the truth.
Or benefits, that could mean that real people are not able to pay their bills, buy food, or even cover their rent. And so here's where I think job seekers like you will want to pay attention to this. So because when 100,000 workers suddenly hit the job market all at once, it changes everything.
Good government job. Millennials, remember our parents used to be like, just go to school and get you a good government job. Don't nobody want that good government job no more. That good government job, just make sure you keep your good government job. Don't nobody even want it no more. As 2025, they don't. I asked and they told me they don't want it no more.
Not what they say. Even YouTube help me react to what she just said again. Here we go again. It's not what they say. It's how they say it, where you could see the panic and the alliance in the panic, y'all. No weapons formed shall prosper, y'all. No weapons formed shall prosper.
What's official, we do have a government shutdown, but that's not only the bad news
Anything
we have
people,
today.
by the way, anything people wish for us returns in their favor. So you gotta make sure you wishing good for people.
To go over to the jobs report. The jobs report looks dismal. So let's get over to the economic calendar so I can go through these numbers with you kind of briefly. Here's where the payroll numbers came in at. ADP said that previously there was supposed to be 52,000 jobs being created during this cycle. Actually, there was a negative 32,000. That was the revision.
So for federal employees, the private sector might seem like
this young lady and that last guy had a different informative vibe, if I shall say. Like, it's
for them. But here's the problem. When tens of thousands of highly skilled workers are now
I should have made
entering the
a
job
video so I could edit what I don't want to say.
More competitive for you.
I'm trying to bite my
let's be
tongue
real.
on
Many
live,
of
y'all.
these jobs, they don't exist at the same scale outside the government. So that means that underemployment, also gig work.
Yeah, I'm trying to bite my tongue because YouTube gonna let this go viral if I keep it PG like a comic book, right? YouTube gonna help me grow. YouTube gonna help me glow. YouTube gonna help me bless others. Yes, they are.
Unemployment for a lot of people is something that
they're not gonna cap me because it's freedom of speech now, right? We in the era, thanks to Trump.
Their community, their retirement plan, and so now they're being thrown into the job market.
When a person, creators are naturally, really, if you want to give the right label, are journalists. They are which means they should definitely have free speech. That's why a lot of these anchor people and these news channels, when they take the bribe from the Brotherhood, because it's not the government caring to control what the news say. Matter of fact, they probably, if you following the law, you know you can tell the news channel they can't present something that journalists, excuse me, thank you, Father, for confirmation, something that journalists gathered up amongst that community. So again,
That is
freedom of
already
speech, YouTube
brutal
gonna help
in
me grow
2025.
overnight. As
So
long
here's
as
a
I keep
question
it
for you.
PG,
What would you do if you suddenly
like
lost
a
your
commercial.
job like this? Would you pivot maybe into different industries, start a side hustle, or would you just take a break? Let me know your comments, your thoughts down below. I'm curious to know.
Y'all, that's so crazy. And it ended. Yeah, I couldn't get the phone to power back
All
on.
that they lost
Let's finish
themselves
this.
in the
Cause
process.
I
The
was sitting here
timestamps
waiting for
tell
that
the
to power
story.
back on,
Months of dedication
listening
to
to this.
destroying you. Countless hours analyzing your decoy. Energy that could have built empires wasted on chasing shadows. This is what obsolescence looks like.
See, that wasn't YouTube ending the live. Like, literally, the phone just powered off. And then I got, right before the phone powered off, this for research purposes, y'all. Right before the phone powered off, it said storage full. Like, I wasn't using the camera or nothing like that. Or I'm live, actually. Like, it said storage full, and then the
Not
phone powered
dramatic
off.
destruction, but slow dissolution into irrelevance. Now comes the construction phase. While they're dealing with the collapse of their narrative, you're free to build without interference. While they're explaining their mistakes, you're making moves. While they're becoming yesterday's news, you're creating tomorrow's headlines. The space you created with your decoy wasn't just protection, it was opportunity, freedom to evolve without scrutiny, room to grow without resistance, time to become everything they feared you might become while they were busy fighting a ghost. Your real moves, your actual growth, your genuine evolution, all of it happened in the blind spot.
I want to stop it right here and tell y'all, if you don't have a portable charger, get you a couple of them ASAP. But mainly what I really wanted to say is, make sure you have solar, y'all. Make sure you have some solar chargers, solar, whatever solar you can get. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that, y'all. I gotta finish that other video, but shout out to Tiffany Intuitive One, y'all. Like, that literally just started playing. I probably should listen to it, but y'all, I can't get distracted, y'all. Must get you portable chargers, solar, anything. If you got the funds, you got the money, you get you out. I wish I could get my house and put the solar up top. Y'all, if you got you your own place, get you some solar. Even with your light bill, like, you could probably minimize your light bill a little bit too. But I'm not here to give you a direction of how you living. Like I said, keep your light bill, but have it on standby. You don't even gotta use it now. Just have it, because you see how these brotherhood people are interfering. This ain't got nothing to do with the government. What I'm trying to tell you, or try to spread feel like these other people that's giving examples in that other video. Like, I'm here to tell you that the brotherhood organizations are trying to, manipulating things for a certain direction of things, in a way to make you think that the president is doing it. And it's deep. Hold up, I'm gonna listen to this video because it's alignment, y'all, and the fact that I didn't mean to play it. So I got another video I gotta go back and listen to. Let me make sure I save it. That was by, that other video was by Obsidian, y'all. It said they thought they leak was real. It was just I can't see the numbers on it, but the chosen ones they found what. Let me just click on it. Chosen one, they found what you wanted them to. Now watch them. Absolute themselves by Obsidian. So I'm gonna listen to this one.
Let's see.
And the
Thank
angels
you,
want me to
Spirit. You can't trust nobody at this moment, collective. Don't trust nobody at this
Let's get
moment.
confirmation, I guess. It's always a
They
balance.
doing dumb shit on these streets. These comic exes, comic family members. Okay, they trying to block you, stop you. Okay, your family for sure.
Coming stomping in with the read.
Everybody know what they was doing. Everybody seeking revenge because the plot didn't work. The plot fell through. You in your energy right now, collective. You are in your energy. Okay? And these people trying their best
Yes,
to
sir.
stop
Yes,
you there.
sir.
Plotting and scheming to take you out for
This
this
Tiffany
money.
intuitive one.
Okay?
She
They
it
scared
say the title is "This is just your do all your." Like I said, this is just your season. I think you would say do all your assets returning back to you from exes raging, plotting schemes on you, your
under
money.
judgment. Yeah, I'm telling you what it is.
I'ma like the video right now.
They doing dumb
See if
shit
they let
on
me
these
hype.
streets. Yeah, and they mad because you unbothered. Moving on. I'm telling you. That's your ex-lover. We got two ex-lovers in this energy. Is mad and moving because you're moving on. Okay? And they are tight. They even
So this kind of correlate. This correlate it situational with the message about our president too, because they see that he's helping people move along in life. He's helping people like I can't even explain it to make sense of it.
Some of you already probably met this person, okay? About a week or so. Probably already talking to this new high-level soulmate.
Everybody.
This person could be a Libra, Scorpio
Hold on.
person.
I gotta pause it. Hold on, Tiffany. Everybody is gonna benefit from having things done the way this guy is trying to make it. And so it should be no like that girl said. I keep going back to her clip. I want to play it again. Don't worry. And like she's saying, don't overthink things and assume things you don't. That's really not what you think it is. Like meaning, this ain't what you say. You know what I'm saying? To the people that's really be in corrupt positions. Cause what else? Take your ass to work. Yeah, we know they said no pay, but it's still your job, right? Federal job, federal job. The other girl kept talking about everybody was always saying let's get a federal job. That's where it's at type shit. Now nobody don't want it no more type shit. The other girl have a whole different vibe about it. Like, still take your ass to work. Okay, let's say less.
Your exes is all affiliated. Everybody in this energy is connected. Try to block this person, try to block you. The shit didn't work. The shit didn't work. They ain't raged at this time. All your exes is finally around. I'm telling you.
See, the thing is, a lot of people that I have dealt with are in alliance with this. I feel it heavy in my spirit. A lot of them are in alliance with this brotherhood program. A lot of them were. A lot of them know some people. Like a lot of close friends, not just loved ones that are close to me that befriended me, are in alliance with this program, and a lot of them are befriending me at this moment and have in the past. But see, look, we're in the year of exposure. We're in the era of exposure. A lot of things are already exposed. A lot of things are already being shown. A lot of these people are being audited, just like this whole government shutdown. A lot of these people are getting memos about things they have done corruptly, and they are panicking. This is my whole message. So definitely resonate. So I'm going to like this video.
Didn't work.
Because personally,
all your exes is following around. I'm telling you.
I get
They're in front of your home right now. They are in front of your home right now, watching to see if you got up with this new person. I'm telling you, these people are weird. Because see, this baby father.
Okay, so oh God, so like the friends that I get why she listen. The people that do this to me, y'all, are wondering, do I talk to somebody? Like even the people in this town that could never get a chance with me, but just in their minds, I they like, is it somebody else? Do she gotta talk to somebody else? And it's all it is that I could tell, and I believe majority of them get it by now. Like, man, this girl on to us, or she on to me. She know, she caught on to me. Oh God, my cover is blown type shit, because they see what the group is doing to them. Because like I said, a lot of them have handlers assigned to them. Handlers, it comes in different forms. Their handlers is very obvious to them when they join this alliance. It could be a co-worker of theirs that they gotta catch the bus with every day. That because these handlers are become very close to them if they weren't already. They try to choose people that's already close to you to be a handler to you. This is just for research purposes, but they'll send in one. It could be your co-worker, it could be your distant brother, distant sister, and I say distant brother, distant sister, because it would never be a close brother or close sister, because the close brother or sister would never take these bribes. Follow me. So it could even come inside of a friend that you just close to, that, like I said, becomes very close to you, that's around you probably 24/7, or have to work with you for 8 hours or more. Listen, this some expensive sauce, y'all, that I'm giving y'all.
I'm telling you, these people are weirdos. This baby father is sick right now from the sex magic and all of this whole covenants. Okay? All these ex-lovers that was plotting with your family. They plotting right now to steal your money, man. Your families is plotting, yo. They plotting and scheming. Okay? Because they little plan and plot didn't work. Okay, they still plotting and scheming to try to steal this money from you. And they can't. And everybody who's involved going down with them. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, out here looking stupid. All these ex-lovers out here looking real dumb.
Say, look, God, I didn't ask you to do all that.
So they watch you in that Queen Pen energy, King Pen energy, baby. They cannot take shit from you. They can't bully you in this energy, man. They going to jail. They going to jail. They out here losing their mind because they know they going to jail. They out here losing their mind, collective. Every last ex that's following you right now. They mad because you're moving on and you unbothered. Especially this karmic twin, fourth twin. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Hitman. Okay, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, real twin. I'm telling you, they are upset. Okay, but all your exes, Hitman Drill, Hitman Dave in the energy, your baby father, all of them was doing black magic on you. All of them was doing sex magic on you, and they making them sick. Yeah, trying to block you from moving on. That shit is crazy. These people are weird. These some sick-ass people. They've been weird to you this whole time.
People wish famine and disease on me, and I came out of the withering storm.
Okay, really
untouched. Just a little bruise on my
arm.
arm.
Stupid out here, nothing works.
I see it.
Detach yourself from these people. You don't have nothing to do with none of these fucking devils.
A few scars from the wounds.
None of these people.
A little inflammation because of the radiation.
Organization here. The whole crew, the whole Rico rap crew. You dismantle every last one of them. They all going to jail. Okay, with this blow up they was following after. They all tried to destiny swap you for this comic bitch to be you. And it didn't work out like that. They all under investigation. Yeah, they living off your money. These bums ain't living off your money. This could be your comic sister that's blow up. She's going to prison. Or this could be your comic sister-in-law.
A stepsister, yep.
Okay.
Look, confirmation.
You may call your sister-in-law
confirmation.
Sister. All
confirmation.
Right? So she's going to prison for murder. She unallowed your mother and
my
your
father.
grandmother.
You right on the money, my father.
Okay, and a blow-up bitch and her mother had a second.
No way, motherfucking Tiffany, baby girl. Come here, baby. Let me talk to you for a second. It's no way I just had goosebumps. My heart just had a cold feeling, like how when my heart dropped. When she said what she said with confirmation, my father that passed away last year, it's like that was deep.
Sacrificing your mother too. Your whole coven, your whole family had
Thank
a
you,
part
Father, for confirmation.
Your mother and grandmother. And
this how this group move. This how this group move. This how this group move. This how they see this making me mad. This gave me so much confirmation, y'all, because not only my distant sister kind of had this vibe too in her different way from me viewing her posts and stuff when I first found out about my baby sister. You know, I did my lover stalker thing, like, oh, I want to see how she looks. Oh, she looks like me. Oh God, I gotta, that type of thing. And I used to see a few posts that she made about the stepsister. And then I remember what my pop said before he passed about certain situations. And I've always thought back then, not gonna give him a significance on which stepsister or whatever, like, because I have a stepsister that I don't think has nothing to do with it too, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. But this stepsister is an alliance. I remember she always had these agent officers, off-duty officers, cop boyfriend type material type people. And the fact that my dad, and I talked about this, I won't say his name in this Trump video, but the fact that I talked about this one particular celebrity that my daddy could not stop talking about because they were friends before the fame. He actually built this guy, helped them build this guy's mom's old house. And my daddy talked, how do I know it? He talked about it every day and spoke highly of this guy. I'm giving you this disclaimer before I say this young lady, but Pops had no ill will with this celebrity. Pops talked highly about this celebrity. Pops had high hopes that this celebrity would look back and look out for him, even so much so that when I was trying to do my music back then, we used to always say this person definitely going, in his own words, in a sarcastic labeled way, he said, and this guy definitely gonna help you. This guy that this celebrity I'm talking about is affiliated with another celebrity and a couple of other ones, but these two top player boys that's affiliated to my family members, they literally took my dad out. This is my opinion. YouTube, like, this for research purposes only, like, because of the scenario of things and the play of things and the way things played out when it played out at the same time lets me know that he came from them. And then he had the type, because my dad had a heart attack, and because I had a heart attack the same week, we talked to each other when we had it at the same time type shit. We kept getting it. He had just had to get a stench or whatever in this thing. He kept getting similar symptoms that I was complaining about to myself that I never told Pops, because Pops didn't really believe about this stupid sorry ass program until I told him that his known Mason cousin that literally he saw one of my videos allegedly my dad, because he used to troll me about it because he didn't want me to talk about it. He saw, because all the while he never said this, but all the while he knew, damn, my little cuz gonna be on her because she talking about this shit. Because he didn't admit it a little bit until I told him your cousin tried to have XCX with me. He texted that to me. Ask my daddy. Yes, this my story. This my life, so I'ma say it. I ain't gonna say his name though. This a distant relative to my dad. This guy called my dad, never met this man before, never seen him before, never even seen him after the phone call. Never. My dad, him, from what I heard, my dad checked them, they went through something. But anyways, this guy asked my dad for my number because I was living in a hotel that's right after the Atlanta Police Department dislocated my arm. Yep, it's all on video. They dislocated my arm, slammed me down on the floor after those boys took $1,400 from me and put me in the house, and they arrested me for swatting. This after me getting my hotel and being in there for a while. It was a nice hotel, a nice little mom and pop old antique. You know, the old hotel rooms be big. It was one of those nice big ones, and it was just, he gave me the side that only had one because I had my girls. But anywho, he called me and talking about, he gave the play to my dad. He could uh get us with the housing. Understand what I'm saying? How I'm saying what I'm saying. Understand, so you understand the alliance of who's involved. When I tell you what he offered, he can get me housing. He can get me to stay on. He was giving an example just so young boy can't vocabulary stupid. He don't even talk like my dad. My dad was intelligent, just slow. Oh, you know, the communities. You supposed to be this professionalism because you got all the bread. You talk about, he got, first of all, before he offered his help, he had to tell me what all of this, how they tell on themselves, because it's the only thing they proud of. He got to tell me what he got while I'm struggling, right? Struggling mom in the hotel room. Telling me, felt the need to tell me about all of this stuff he got going on. Charity events, and it's okay. We congratulate you for doing this stuff, but why say it at this moment? They all do this. They all do this, y'all. Alright, like, I'm doing too much because I'm getting in my feelings too much about it.
Of your mother and grandmother. And before I came on camera, I was in the bathroom. I heard it clear as day. I got so upset, okay? But God told me to calm down. All right, these people going to jail.
This how the organization,
okay, for the murder of your mother and father and grandmother.
This how the organization move. They like to mess with my family a lot. They like to mess with my mom a lot. I try not to. I try the same. Let's say it like this, so they could keep that. Cause the tribe I'm from is very powerful. Once we in alignment, it's like you can't even use a weapon against us. It just ricochet spiritually. For research purposes, my granny, y'all, my granny went through the similar stuff. And I remember in the early 2000s sitting in granny room in her living room with her, or when I started driving, right, and I was able to go sit with her every day. These people, when I look back on it, I have that old shit moment that Granny got the same treatment, and this lady was saying the same thing in the 2000. Them Jews, she just called the Brotherhood Jews. She said them Jews trying to take my house. These same tactics. These Jews mad because they want to take my daughter and research her and study her and give her a better home. I told them I reckon I give her the best home. She stay with me. And my granny same tactics. She told me that those folks mad because Richard is which is my grandfather. He was a Seminole. She always talked about the tribe. She was so when people say everybody want to be a Cherokee, I'm sorry. My grandma talked about it all the time, and her husband was a Seminole. So anywho, she talked about her Seminole husband that wanted to do everything and taught his kids how to fish, and them Jews took everything from him. Them Jews is mad because when he gambled the house off, I got it back. They want my house so bad, like they took mama land. Oh, po thing. Yeah, same tactics. Okay, let's go back to the Trail of Tears and listen to the video. I'm going too hard though. Oh, I like that dress. That
That's for sure.
dress she got on.
They under judgment. Okay, I heard my mother and grandmother said, "Don't get upset." Okay,
Don't take
we
it
be
personal.
handling
Guess
these
what?
bitches.
Before she said that this is alignment, y'all, I would tell you no lie. I was like, don't take it personal, baby. Personal. I was
The whole
just
company, the whole
hearing
family
that song.
sacrifice
I
your mother
bet you if I
and
was listening to reaction songs, that song would have played.
grandmother
Because I
for
was
your
just
money.
hearing that.
For their money. Your mother and your
I
grandmother
wanted to
chosen
sing it.
ones.
That's how
Okay, your
deep it
family
felt.
went against you with this comic blow up. Okay,
Ain't that some shit? If I just and be enlightened with who I really am and rediscover who I really am, I would have sung that right with her.
mother.
Come
Okay,
here,
even
baby.
your
Let me talk
comic
to you
ass
for a
brother
second.
all worked against you with this comic
That's
blow
what
up.
alignment.
Okay, they
It's
all
like a
trying to dust
choir when they
you with
come
this
together.
demon bitch.
That's why all of our voices are
Your
important.
ancestors revenging
You
on
know, we all give off a tune when we come in alignment with our intentions.
every last one of them. Mm-hmm. That is for sure. They were trying to exploit you. They was exploiting you for a really long time here. Your family members putting sex tapes out and you sending these comic exes to expose you. Now they exposed. Okay?
So, shout out to Tiffany Intuitive. I found out not this year, like maybe a year ago, that someone was secretly recording me and posted it on the dark web. Yeah, there's no way she. I never said this online.
Exposed you with a fake ass sex tape. Okay, probably you and this
Wow,
person was
confirmation,
dealing.
baby.
Okay, y'all probably had sex on a video.
Anointed.
Okay, but
Hold
this
up,
person was
let's give Miss Girl her flowers. Again, Miss Tiffany Intuitive One is no way that is confirmation that's how powerful the angels move. They use vessels to give messages. It's no way.
to do this shit.
Come here,
And
girl.
your karmic twin, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Probably the last time you seen this person about a month ago. Okay, trying to fucking exploit you with a sex tape. Okay, because I put my ex-lover, my twin. Okay, well, the last time I seen him, because I sent this motherfucker up here so I could discord this
Thank you for
bitch.
confirmation,
And
boo.
I realized that he was video recording.
Thank you for allowing the angels to
Okay,
use you.
so they probably got a sex
If
tape
you
out
ever
there
see this
about you.
video.
Here's the shit. This sex tape is making you fucking famous. And they violate your privacy. The ancestors violate.
Wow. Because what saddens me is that I was just thinking about it when it made me get up and clean up. Like, because I was thinking about it. Like, how the shit was presented to me. Like, damn, that shit was, like, really pissing me off a little bit, you know, even though I was cute. Y'all, and I really wasn't doing nothing. But the fact that, y'all, I can't.
I'm telling you, they going down for this shit.
Wow.
Trying to discredit you, trying to make you look bad out here on the street, like you a whore.
But it don't.
Anybody
It
who
just
ever
turns
seen
in your
these sex
favor.
tapes, looking into who you truly is here, since you have a platform, God is showing you off at this time.
Like, you want to go viral, we got something. This is how the brotherhood worked, though. Because the person who did it is a part of the group. So your whole intentions was to expose me, to make me look a certain way, but it's only gonna go in my favor every time.
And try to block you, trying to discredit you here because they whores on the streets.
I promise that. That's crazy.
Yeah, they
There's no
whores.
way, baby.
All these ex-lovers in this energy work with this covenants of whores. Okay, you're not, none of these people. These people not equally yoked to you, and you detach. You detach from every last clone in this energy. They nervous.
I just heard I'm a millionaire. Just
Every
don't know it yet. That could
every
be
ex-lover
relatable
you
to some,
detach
whoever
from this
watching
person
this video,
to
whoever
get
end
energy
up
back.
watching this
And
video.
they dying
I
the fuck
heard
out.
when she said that I'm a millionaire, just don't fucking know it. Claim and receive it. Thank you, Father.
Yes, they are. You stood your ground. Yes, you did. Against all these narcissistic ex-lovers and family members. You stood your ground here. Nothing they can do can discredit you. These people are discredited. These people are being ashamed. These people are being
I'm so
embarrassed,
ashamed.
humiliated, okay, in your town. Okay, got people waking up to the truth where these people are demons.
Yes,
that
they
was
are.
coming after you to steal your money.
Baby.
Ooh, I'm getting upset. Jesus is here protecting you.
Baby.
Watching over you. Yeah, you embarrassed in this blow up. Yeah, and her rat crew. Your family members, this group work backfire collective. This black magic didn't work on you. Yeah, these people going down. They stuck. They stuck. They can't run. This blow up was trying to get a face augmentation. Okay, she's straight trying to get some type of operation. This fake body bitch in your energy. Yeah, they were training this bitch up to be you for many years here. Okay, to look like you. Okay, all right. This shit is wild. This shit is bizarre. Yeah, your sister-in-law, like I said, your ancestors coming for her. Your mother and your grandmother.
She did it for money.
I heard my mother and my grandmother said just a while ago before I came on camera, like 5 minutes before I came on camera, don't get upset. Be handling them. Be dealing with them. Be dealing with them.
My granny baby say don't get upset because earlier today, like it ended up being a beautiful morning, but it started off really rough, being fabricated and modified. But with all my resources and things that I learned to adapt to, I utilized it at that very moment and got myself out of it. And seeing the faces on the agents' faces that was amongst me when it could have caused my demise, it gave me butterflies, and that rhymed because I'm a lyricist inside.
Yeah, these people are powerless compared to your
Yes,
enemy.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're powerless compared to the dead here.
Yes, sir. It boomerangs back.
I'm telling you, they can't come against the dead.
That's the thing I be saying. People think that spirits are bad. They don't have free will like us. They got to get word from God. And so you gonna tell me that God gonna put you in a bad situation? It's the people that be of possession. They be the people, the man made in this lifetime that give off these emotions to the angels and spirit guides that's realming them. The ones that don't have free will and got to do what you asking them to do in your ways because they have to do it. They work for you. Your ancestors that was inherited to you, your bloodline, your generation that left behind is tied to you. So everything people miss this shit. That's why I got in my spiritual bag. It's fuck a money bag. I am the money because intentions is the first currency, babe. We forget that. So the problem is these people want to show you that you're less than when we're all equal to one.
Thank you. They can't come
Thank
against
you,
you
Father.
either.
Confirmation.
All right? Yeah. You're fruitful and abundant in this energy, and everybody hate. I'm telling you, everybody hates.
See, everybody in my circle, I got a lot of distant loved ones that support me from afar. But the people that's very close to me and really close to me, whether it's virtually, they trying to move up in life. I see a lot of them. That's why I don't hang around people. Yeah, I go to work and come home, go to the grocery store, come back home, venture off into the trail, run, and come back home. I avoid crowds, especially I avoid parties and make it my business when I want to go out. I go somewhere that's more pub like, more bookstore like, avoiding crowds, y'all, avoiding the toxic crowds and venturing off into my own thing because everybody I'm noticing is trying to move up the ladder. That's what we're doing on this channel. That's why certain topics you see me touch base on is because I'm noticing this corrode in the community, every community at that, but mostly the targeted community because they gang up amongst us, and it's a lot of them, and it's less of us. So just like the government is more of the citizens than the government, so our voice matters more. But we don't know that. It's not alleged, it's for research purposes, but people fail to realize that because we join alliances, and amongst all corporations are alliances, just like a beta phi beta or whatever alpha sorority. in that college, you're gonna be jammed up against the wall if you're not a part of it, because all the resources go to them. And this is where the Trump coming in. See, you feel me? This is alignment. This is what people like Trump and people that support Trump want to see happen. They don't want to see these groups tackle everything and take everything first, because they leave a group of good people in the mix of bad people, of lazy people, poor people, and people who don't want to help themselves that's poor, and poor people that do want to help themselves, and we want to blend them out. And then you give assistance to the ones that want to do better, the ones that want to do better. You give a push and resource to the people that want to do better, and got the mobility to do better. You give them resources, and the ones that can't do nothing, separated from the people that can and don't want to. The ones who can't do nothing, they get the assistance. Only that group, certain criteria, should be able to get certain assistance programs. That way they could definitely get the max. They could definitely get increases. They could definitely get allotted. They could definitely get advanced. They could definitely get house. They could definitely, the list goes on, because there'll be just that community of people that are allowed to get it. But we got it so scattered out, even people that don't fit the criteria way too, not even way too qualified, not even qualified, is getting the assistance. And then the people that are qualified and should be approved, they are denied
This energy,
because there's no more
I'm telling you,
funds.
everybody hating. Yeah, because they can't take this money from you.
Yes.
I told you she's about to get
Thank
a
you.
Facebook quotation.
Confirmation.
Okay, this powerless blow up in this energy.
So again, why are we mad at Trump? Okay.
Yeah, she trying to get a face overtake. She trying to leave. She trying to flee. Yo, she can't do shit. Your family's just hating right now.
Here
Big
go
time.
another
All your
free read
enemies.
from Tiffany
Okay?
Intuitive,
Big
y'all.
time hating. Yeah, you dismantled this whole fucking organization. Yeah, you removed yourself from these toxic people. These people are toxic.
And the
They're trying
people,
to keep
not
you
just the
toxic.
people that was setting up around me to distract me and put me into positions that predicaments that have fucked me up.
With them.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
And mad
no.
that I
God
escaped
removed you
those
from all these
things. Yes,
crazy
ma'am.
ass people.
Yes, ma'am.
You're leaving. You're leaving. Okay? That's what I just heard. You're leaving. You get all this money going. You get all this money and you're leaving. You're going to be going soon. You're
So let's get some free reads to confirm everything I said in the beginning of this live about how this alliance moves.
They want you going because they can't shine out.
Generalized
Okay,
message.
take away all the shine, earth angels. They feel inadequate and insignificant in your energy, and which they are. I'm telling you, especially all these ex-lovers. Yeah, this whole covenant's being shamed.
Like, come on, baby. Let me
They
talk
are
to you
being
for a
ashamed.
second.
They're being shunned. They've been humiliated in your town. Okay, for what they have done. For what they tried to do.
Community mobbing. Again, you guys, if you haven't seen that movie, One Bedroom, please go look at it. It's on Tubi, but I'm pretty sure Hulu and Netflix got it. So it's One Bedroom. I'm going to just tell you a summary of it. The young lady, wants to venture out. I think she has just graduated, something like that. She wanted to move out on her own. No problems at home. Just wanted to be on her own. Literally was invited prior to even finding this place. Is how she got the idea where the place even exists, because it was off somewhere, ducked off. These people staged everything in her life, tried to drive her crazily mentally, showing you how MK Ultra is used, showing you, literally showing you how V2K is used, showing you how these devices they use, showing you how they manipulate the phones by cutting her phones off. She couldn't really call nobody. You have to listen to the message in that video. Whoever's the director, y'all, this is not a sponsored video. It's not a sponsored ad. This is just me giving you the sauce. Please go look at that movie. Big
What they
facts.
tried to do. They've
Big
been
facts.
eliminated. Elimination is here. Okay?
Definitely how the Brotherhood move, and whoever conducted that move, whoever conducted the research to even present that movie to us, definitely talking about the Brotherhood program, and secretly made it as a documentary, because guess what? Listen, understand that if they're using lyrics in trial, they taking these notes from a certain genre of movies, because we know we give these directors and publishers certain titles that what they are allowed to name for the public safety, for the public to not have a mass destruction of panic or all that. They try to protect us in a way, which is good sometimes, somewhat, and they tell you to make certain things sci-fi. It's not alleged YouTubes for research purposes. They tell you to make certain movies fiction that's really actually from a real situation, for a certain reason, because you get some Lifetime movies with the disclaimer. But understand that the ones that are conspiracy deprived, they make those fiction for a reason, but they not really fiction, if you ask me. Because the thing is, a lot of these directors are exposing this whole entire program in their movies. Check out a lot. I'm not gonna say no director name, but check out a lot of these movies about that the world's going to end. Don't really think about the theater inside. Look at the chaos around what's happening in the movie. Listen to the authority figure programs that these people getting assistance from says to the people when this chaos is done. Understand that all of these things are happening amongst these organizations that's corruptly modifying things, and they're in a panic because it's exposed and they're being shut down. Because guess what? This was already said in the Supreme Court. Guys go back to that last hearing, because a lot of people think that this program is a fake program. It's not really happening. They don't know because they don't read and they don't grow. They don't to know that this touched the supreme level. I can't remember what year or when, what the details to it, but it was like lightly thrown out, but acknowledged at some point. But given the fact that it could be beneficial to a community, they gave them, in my own words, gave them a proposition, and gave them an ultimatum at the same time, and gave them homework and said, next time you come back, you give me the data from this program. You give me the studies you've gathered. You give me the subjects that's involved. You show me what caused them to be on this program. The Supreme Court wanted to know. So that's important, and they don't know this. But see, look, it seems like the Supreme Court has discovered, because we have good people like Trump in office to gather those documents and data that come along with the list and the names, to see, hey, I've digged into these few names, why they're on there, or I digged into this situation. This doesn't seem right. Do you know that this place that did that to him? This Do you know that they did this whole mass? Just I don't want to get too many titles. A lot of that has been exposed, and it's too late to switch up. The only good thing about it for the Brotherhood group, the ones that want to change shift and turn snitch, they could start blessing people they know is on the list, people they know they had as a client on their list for the day or the week or the month, however long they gave you that assignment. You could start blessing them to show those investigators, private detectives, and private organizations, nonprofit like Feed Little Tummies, that's researching this shit. They can see you in a different light, like the same light they see these people that's on the list, when they see them amongst them with their families and living their life. From the notes they get from the people that have lived their lives with them, they could see that you're doing justice for them, because in your heart you felt like that person didn't match the criteria on that list. And this could help a whole lot of organizations get paid while they're going through this pharaoh, or I said pharaoh. They could be amongst the bunch, like a whole stimulus check. You know what I'm saying? That list goes on. You could be a part of the group that gets their checks reestablished and you're approved. Oh, we've figured out that your benefits will remain the same. Matter of fact, you've got an increase. You'll be amongst that group. You won't be amongst the group. Here we go. You guys, they don't want me to tell you this. You could be amongst the group. Give you a few tears. We go get spiritual at the last one. You could be amongst the group that gets selected and won't be a part of the group that was deselected because of their alliance and the things that they thought was covered up, the phones and tap phones that they thought was thrown out, the trials and cases that they thought was forgot about, the couple of heroes and sheroes that you tried to throw out. You won't be discovered to be faulty as an alliance, because listen, we supposed to do stuff for ourselves. This is why I'm against gangs. This is why I'm against because I feel like we came on this earth on our own journey, because we was born alone. So this brotherhood group, not only, man, it's not alleged, because it's, we abuse our free will. So I must say this for God, not for y'all. See, look, We join these alliances, these groups to control people, and we forget the spiritual meaning of giving back to each other, being on our own journey and accomplishing things that we forgot in our past lives. Then you wonder why you can't move past the next lines. You can't coincide. You can't transcend once you get to a level with them. So your ancestors look back and say, hey, I didn't mean to teach you that. How would you feel going to heaven and God say, hey, I didn't expect you to do that. We was trying to give you messages. Your ancestors was depending on you. They counted on you. You failed. Goodbye. See, a lot of people don't understand it gets deeper than within than just about money and monopoly funds. Because we made it, we supposed to give back to each one. Just like the ancestors back, the ones they took the land from, the ones that traded for goods because they knew that currency was the best one. They knew that their intentions would get them crowned. They was in aligned with the ancient Kemet. They was aligned with our Father in heaven, and that's why they did what they moved the way they moved. But see, look, we tried to finesse on those tribes and show them that technology is better. This is for research purposes, you guys. We tried to finesse and tell them that our funding would be better because now we can buy this space of land that you told us that you inhabit. We want that one because that's really what happened. Because those nice tribes they were so nice, they let colonizers. This is how you should feel. This is how your ancestors should feel. But you can make up for them, for the foreigners that listen, that's amongst this brotherhood. That's what I see. A lot of house niggas entwined. But to those foreigners, your ancestors should have known this. Your ancestors in heaven wishing you know this so that you could help them transcend. This a lot of things. See, look, your witch doctor would. I just had a cold breeze. Your witch doctor will agree with me. Even your evil friend would agree with what I'm saying. Because guess what? If they know better, if they could tap into those realms, they should know better to go against thy brother. They should know better. They should get a refund. They won't even accept the funds you present them when you try to go against if they was really a real one. But see, look, it gotta be somebody who studied it. They couldn't get it from the gutter. They couldn't be born with it. They couldn't have got it passed down because then they would have knew better that don't play with spirits. But see, this brotherhood group, they pretend to be powerful with their resources instead of teaching their brothers. Since we teaching brotherhood, instead of teaching their brothers that their intentions for people, that what they do for people affects them, it'll diminish a lot of corruption in programs, and Trump won't have to abolish these systems and reorganize to get people that love their jobs. Because when you love your jobs, you taught this when you get your first job. When you love your job, you do it well. That's why I tell people when you have a nasty attitude at work, it shows that you shouldn't work in that field because you should love it so much that you can, I just had a bad day. How was yours? Instead of fuck out of here, giving people attitude, it'd be a big difference. But see, we force the citizens, and I'm not trying to get political, but since we're talking about Trump, the fact that he's trying to make us all business owners, homeowners. It's all in the blueprint. I commend it because if we're gonna do it, let's do it right. Let's make sure that everybody benefit from it. But see, this little sorry ass program, they only want they own to benefit from it. You heard those panic videos. You know what this says about us. We deserve highest priority. Why don't everybody deserve this high priority?
You meet this person already, you're gonna meet them, but you're gonna meet them soon. Okay. You already met this person, you got a new lover in this energy. This person is coming in. This new is coming in. This is your husband, this is your life partner. This person is spiritual, this person is godly. Okay, just like you.
Thank you, Father.
You're gonna click this person from your soul tribe. The ancestors ushered in. Okay? Yeah, they just
see. Look, I wouldn't date nobody that's not on my spiritual path. I believe that's why I've been single. A lot of people are like acting as of the world, and I'm not of the world. Like I'm not into material things. Even if I may look like it, believe it or not, I'm not into like the things that people think about. I'm a nature person. What's beautiful to me might be boring to them. So definitely wouldn't date nobody if they're not on my spiritual path. So
the ancestors
that relates.
Okay? Yeah, they just.
It's like even the angels telling me you need a spiritual lover, babe, so it can embrace who you really are.
Cancer,
Because
Pisces, Scorpio, 4 twins.
other people drain me.
Your narcissistic ex. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, twin flame. They both knocks. Yeah, you got this new coming.
I'm gonna let Tiffany video play out that I'm gonna end the live because
be a Leo or a Scorpio, okay, or a Libra.
it's a gold mine.
Y'all probably just friends right now, just talking, but this is gonna lead into marriage, collective. You got new love here.
See, look.
And these two ex-lovers and all these ex-lovers following around looking crazy, trying to find out who this new person is. Then they will never know. They will never know. Yeah, these people need to go tend to their own lives. All their lives is crumbling apart.
They really panicking. YouTube want me to react to this,
okay,
baby.
She comes with death. Okay.
So YouTube, let me stop, Tiffany. I'm gonna go back and listen to that because it's very relatable. But I'm getting these notifications and I'm feeling like, okay, so I'm gonna say this because I love YouTube. So when it's like a company that wants me to review their product, and you review it in exchange for services, just like the old days, right? Like you scratch my back, I scratch yours. But should I get my videos sponsored? Should I get payments from these reactions? Because you see I'm reacting to them.
She destroys people's lives, and that's what's happened until now. Their lives is destroyed.
If I was a real journalist, should I get paid for my reactions?
Yeah, trying to destroy
if I was a real...
Yeah, they destroyed themselves here. Everybody loves your energy. You are loved here, baby. You are loved. And these ex-lovers are so mad, okay, because you're getting all the attention, because you are in the spotlight. It's natural. You are a whole superstar out here, okay? And you're going viral and global out here, okay? The whole world going to know what's going on.
Okay, on that note, let me just react to this.
There's no overdraft fees, no monthly
fees. Since we talk
fees,
about Trump, they want me to react to this. Trump stalks America hours before government shutdown, warns irreversible changes.
Big difference.
By Hook Global.
Say about the state of the Democrat Party when they have a 33% favorability rating on average.
Now, YouTube, it might not be what you want.
And they're willing to shut down the government over healthcare.
But I'm already seeing the direction to make them look bad.
The greatest period of time ever. I told you.
Hold up, can I go back with a question?
So the last person that wants to shut down.
And they're willing to shut down.
Big difference. Yeah.
Say about the state of the Democrat Party.
Again, it's not what they say, it's how they say it.
When they have a 33% favorability rating on average in recent months, and they're willing to shut down the government over healthcare.
They are shutting it down. We're not shutting it down. We don't want it to shut down because...
Here we go again, just correlate with what I said earlier. They come with the mockery. First-hand quarter to put you in to use fearmonger to make you panic. But he never came off as saying he was going to shut down assistance programs for people, and they keep aiming those type of questions. It is the same as the comments that you see directly. It's just like indirectly and being direct.
We have the greatest period of time ever. I told you, we have $17 trillion being invested, so the last person that wants it shut down is us now. With that being said, we can do things during the shutdown that are irreversible.
Here we go again. This guy, he's autistic because the way he say it is just people don't understand it. Here we go with what I said earlier. He's telling them now in their face. We never wanted to cut assistance from people. Now we could change as far as the shutdown goes, like meaning as far as y'all getting fired, you can get rehired and paid if you change those things that I saw you do. Like that's what he said about it could be reversible if we change some things.
That are bad for them and irreversible by them, like cutting vast numbers of people out, cutting things that they like, cutting programs that they like. And you all know Russell Vogt. He's become very popular recently.
So bossy and professional with reading them, like a Tiffany intuitive read just now. He's really being sarcastic, saying this like, "Hey, we noticed that some shaky things are going on in these programs, so we have to cut them if you can't change and reverse these things."
Because he can.
It's never about the public. It's not. His movement is never about affecting the public.
The budget to
if anything, it's about helping the fucking public. It's like, hey, here you guys, I found the crack in the crevice.
Couldn't do any other way. So they're taking a risk by having a shutdown because of the shutdown, We can do things medically and other ways, including benefits. We can cut large numbers of people. We don't want to do that, but we don't want fraud, waste, and abuse.
See, I get it, boo. I get it. I'm not even mad at you.
And, we're cutting that. But they want to
You
have
heard what he
illegal
said? We don't want to have to do that, but in other words, we have to cut these fraud cases out, though.
aliens come into our country.
Come on,
and get
baby. Let me talk to you.
massive health care at the cost to everybody.
It's like it go back to that girl message early in the live when she said, in other words, if you ain't got nothing to worry about, stop thinking this gonna go sideways for you. If you ain't got nothing to worry about, still take your ass to work. Yeah, I know they said we ain't gonna get paid. Yeah, I know. Girl, you good though. Take your ass to work. If anything, you gonna get a fat ass check. That's what she thinking.
Else, and we don't have it. And
that's hers is gonna be a shutdown. Sure, so you know what I'm saying? Sarcastic shit. What does this mean? So many men what are you worried about? What's the reason for saying it's like this? Here we go.
And Gavin,
say we talking about illegal benefits. Why are you mad that he's saying he want to cut illegal people that's getting benefits off? Here we go again. Starting a race war, starting a separation war to make Mexicans mad at, or other people, any illegals mad at, the U.S. citizens, and make the U.S. citizens, vice versa.
In California, and it's destroying California. We can't have that. We're not going to let it happen.
What he's really exposing is the illegal corporations and alliances that are allowing this to happen. Because, again, how are we letting this happen? It starts from the top, the Rudy to the Tootie. Come on. Here go another free read, y'all.
Responding to MFN only by raising prices overseas as opposed to lowering prices in the U.S.
Here we go again. It's not what they say, it's how you say it. Listen.
And Gavin Newsom wants that too in California.
Let's bring that back.
California. We can't have that. We're not going to let it happen.
Hold up.
Do you have a plan for dealing with drug companies that are responding to MFN only by raising prices overseas as opposed to lowering prices in the U.S.?
No, they're responding. I understand that question very well, but they're responding by lowering prices. They're helped by lowering prices. There's a price at which they can't sell.
Do you hear what he said? It's not what he said, it's how he's mocking him, because his goal for getting illegal immigrants out is because they're smuggling this stuff inside. So he's like, now, since you think you figured out, do you have a plan for it?
And they're helped by lowering prices. In the case of Albert and in the case of Eli Lilly,
because again, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, and why are we saying this now?
That's just a few of the basics, but they're coming down much more than that with many drugs, and over 1,000%.
Here we go. They'll clip this clip as if he said this, and they're asking him this. This is all what the troll campaigns came from, and this is how it started from them.
Think of that, over 1,000% reduction.
Here we go.
We'll show you that next week.
In my old video, I told y'all, I posted a few years ago, I told you they like to use self-sabotage techniques on you so that you could self-sabotage. And this is what they did. This is the blackmail tactic they used on him.
No, what's going to happen is you're going to have the market will kick in. This way, the market kicks in. The other way was just basically, it was just a form of control.
Now, if you understand in the questions, in the direction of questions and things that's presented to Trump, even the bills they present him to sign, I've been saying since the beginning when they kept bringing these clips up, like not showing what happened before, not showing the person bring it up for him to sign, not showing these agents in disguise. You would think that he has a personal vendetta, but it's them planting this, using self-sabotage techniques. Self-humiliation.
How would you describe the negotiations with Democrats yesterday? Are more meetings scheduled?
So nothing is inevitable, but I would say it's probably likely because they want to give health care to illegal immigrants, which will destroy health care for everybody.
He really reading him with the answer, and if I hadn't if I couldn't read between the lines and just listen to that as a simp, I would have just thought he was just wanting to ruin, programs and stuff like what people be saying to me. But if you really understood the question that guy asked, you will understand that Trump is really shading him. with his response. Like, he caught what he tried to make him say and do. So he's saying, hey, again, like from his response earlier, nobody's saying nothing about cutting shit from nobody. If he was Thug Trump, he'll say it like that. Tupac Trump, Pop Trump. If you really wanted to say it like that, and nobody say shit about taking it from the citizen. I'm talking about the illegal motherfuckers that y'all brought in here to do your dirty deeds so they can go undisguised.
Country.
Yeah.
And I didn't see them bend even a little bit when I said
He trying to help them out at the same time, because he's noticing on another level, a lot of these illegal immigrants are getting thrown under the bus as they try to process them and get deported after these corrupt organizations that's in cahoots with the Brotherhood throw them under the bus. I'm talking about completely under it.
Okay.
And seeing their faces when they feel betrayed.
If there is no deal reached,
So yeah, I guess he looking out for both sides.
with the Democrats, is there anything that
Looking out.
CMS can do to lower those, to mitigate the
Seeing how this program ice skate and tried to blackmail him, and it's like I said, yeah, let's start right there. Like I said early in the live, at some point I feel like this guy, somebody close to him, had a situation with the Brotherhood. Either he was a part of the Brotherhood. It's a free read. It's not. This is alleged. I'm not saying it's true, but I feel like this guy knows somebody that was affected by it. Either they was personally affected by being in an alliance with it, or just being an accomplice, or related or married in to somebody. Either was Eastern Starring, or it's just a shrine, or somebody, whoever. And he saw how they turned their backs on them. He saw how they retaliated on them. He saw how they blackmailed them. The list goes on. And so he instead of and we all need to learn from him, his sarcasm. That's why I tell you, and I believe he's autistic. It's only my opinion, again, to say he's very smart and very precise and sarcastic at the same time. And it's why people miss the direction of things when he try to help people out.
Yo, stop right there.
Here we go.
If you live in any of these states, you can play better picks. Look, I'll make it real easy. Download better.
Okay.
Not really, but we have time. We have time till the end of the year to make the changes I know the president is evaluating, but we should have a clean, continuing resolution, get past this budget process as it has happened so many times. And allow.
And who is this person right here? Because understand what he just said. We could change these things. Literally let you know. This is why they're so upset with Trump. This guy's literally telling you, and telling that reporter and whoever asking those questions, like just backing him up. This a free read, y'all. Nobody is saying that this could be permanent. Nobody's saying we taking, away the funds. Nobody's saying, but look, we got a year to do this. Y'all got it, right? Here we go.
Allow the president and leadership
Why the president document the change.
ideas in front of the legislative bodies.
Let's show that we doing right with the funds, the budget plans. Where's it going?
We actually do have time for that.
Yeah, we got time for that. Thank you. That's confirmation.
Subsidies that Democrats are demanding. So can you clarify, what are you talking about when you say
See, I knew I liked this guy. I knew I liked this guy for a reason.
A person who came into our country illegally, therefore breaking the law.
Even when they tried to make him look like the mafia boss, I always had belief in this guy having some good intentions, y'all.
And look, we all have big hearts.
And I could be wrong. See, look, that's alignment.
They're all breaking the law, and they're coming into our country. And we just, as a country, cannot afford to take care of millions of people who have broken the law coming in. We want them to come into our country, but we want them to come in legally. Now we have a strong border, very strong border, thanks to Christie and Tom Homan and the whole group. They've done an amazing job at the border. I mean, we had a border that was reckless. We had a border that was a disaster. They were coming in by the millions. I say 25 million people. You're saying less, but I say 25 million people came in illegally. And no system can take care of the health care of all of those people that came in. Now, a lot of them have gone out. We have over 11,000 murderers. We got many of them out. Many of those people have been taken out of the country, brought back to where they came from. In some cases, put in prison because they're so dangerous. We don't want to take them out. We have to watch them. We don't want them coming back. But if you look at what's happened in Washington, D.C. right now, it is such a place. I just drove through it. and it's clean and nice and beautiful. People are walking around and they're not afraid of being mugged. We haven't had murders. We haven't had anything happen in a long time. It took us 12 days.
And I hate that he has to be PG, but it's okay. It's okay to us that can see beneath the veil can understand why he say certain things. That's why I understand his intentions with certain things that he's making happen. If if you can understand that he's being BG because he can't come out and say they you see how they try to sue him for everything, and he can't come out and say, hey, be straightforward, hey, it's a brotherhood group organization that a lot of these people are affiliated with. These people are in alignment with a lot of these organizations, taking funds and taking it for themselves and their families, and making a living off these resources that should be given to the public and the citizens. So we need to surveil these funds and these representatives that interact with these people, and we need to understand why it's such a drought recession when there's so much funds going out that we don't see in these programs. So what's going on? And they don't like that idea. I think I did too much.
To make it very good. It took us 20 days to make it beautiful.
Am I
And now
wrong?
we're going
I think
to Memphis, but I think we
that's
should
how he.
always keep a presence here, because if we don't keep a presence, it's going to come back never like
I
it
think
was.
that's how he wish he could tell the public.
Because we got rid of 1,700 career criminals. You know what that is?
But see, look,
One career
he said like this because he's sarcastic, right? Follow the drill.
criminal can give you a lousy reputation for danger, because they commit many crimes a day in some cases. But Washington, D.C. is an unbelievable example of what can happen. And now we're going, as you know, to Memphis, which was very similar to Washington, very dangerous. And we're there.
But that is very. This is a very cult-like town. If Trump could say this, we're going to Mississippi, where this is heavily populated with this organization. So we're gonna sweep it like we just swept Washington D.C.
And we're working along
and
very well with the
sweep it
governor.
like we just washed
the mayor,
LA.
A lot of these Democrat mayors, what they don't want to have us do well.
Notice he never addresses the public when he's saying these dangerous accusations. He's saying corruptions, corporations.
Because if we do well, it makes them look bad, and they shouldn't feel that way. If I were a
See,
Democrat,
if we do understand, again, the shade towards the representatives, because if we do well, we'll make them happy, right? Then who is them? The citizens.
Or a mayor, I'd be calling Trump. I'd say, get your troops over here, just help. Because the mayor of Washington is getting a lot of.
Seems like the war is not with the citizens; it's with the representatives that should be servicing better. Seems like he see a few gaps in the system that he's trying to straighten out in WD-40.
Credit for what we did, a lot of credit. But the beauty is, isn't it nice? Seriously, you walk down the street, you're not going to be mugged, you're not going to be hit. We had a meeting about 3-4 months ago, and I was saying to the media, how many of you people have been threatened or mugged or accosted during your walk to the White House? And they said, we don't walk to the White House anymore. But the answer was, remember, Brian, almost everybody's, look at this guy. They even attacked this big, strong guy, right? Didn't you get attacked?
See, look, and you would think he's being racist saying this. He can't tell you that. He can't give you the blueprint of the facts and the testimonies and the situations he documented of seeing that this program sent out street theater and have people mug you. These certain people that's on the list, he can't say all that. So it sounds like he's being racist. It sounds like he's directing it towards a race. He's not even directing it towards one race because he understands that there's different races. He even said that there's illegal. So you don't really find most illegal people being BLK. So why the BLK people feeling offended like he's projecting this towards one group of people, like or even as far as saying the poor people in these systems? No, because he said nothing about the citizens losing benefits at all. He didn't say anything about the citizens losing benefits at all, even if it's on standstill.
Yeah,
he
just
said
take a look at.
He's giving them time to correct these funds and these resources for the people who need it. So why are the citizens making this a battle when it's not even for us? It's not even for
what
us.
What happened to the other guy? I don't know. Those other guys are pretty
That's
tough.
when you see
They're
the
tough
direction.
with a gun in their hand, right? And yeah, you were hit pretty hard. But almost everybody was. And now, nobody. Anybody been accosted in the last 3 weeks? If I would have said that 6 months ago, half the hands would have been raised out. No, we have a very safe city now. The country's going to be safe. We're doing one at a time, and we'll be going to Chicago. I told you this, sir. Union Pacific, head of the railroad. He knows this country very well. Started off as a very low-rung employee of the Union Pacific. He's now chairman. He came to me and he said, sir, save Chicago. It's a great city. It's going down fast. They had 11 people killed over the last couple of weeks. 11 people killed, 48 shot.
Okay, my phone is buffering there. See, look, we gotta read between the lines. I hear that, Leah. You gotta read between the lines. You gotta read between the lines.
Earn up to $130 for your first 2 plasma donations with flexible hours.
Shot. That's not a city. It's a war zone. There's no city in the world like that. And then we have to listen to this Pritzker get up. I know him well. They threw him out of his business, and the family threw him out of the business because he's a loser. But we have to listen to Pritzker get up. He should call me and say, get the troops in. You ever hear that? 11 people over a week and a half killed. And I think it's 48, when you add it up, 48 people shot.
See?
And then I have to listen to a governor say how nice it is. It's a wonderful experience. Now, what is a wonderful experience is D.C. People are eating and
he cannot say what he really wants to say to avoid getting sued.
Restaurants,
because
they just opened 2 new restaurants, which hasn't worked in years. And we had it pretty good.
Because it seemed like to me that he's targeting the corrupt organizations. To me, it's loud and clear.
4 years ago, we were just getting ready to do this. But we did it right. And, you know, we have a big victory in the Supreme Court. It's called merit.
Oh, I just talked about
the military. Our soldiers, did you see what they look like? These guys, they look like...
See, look, he's being shady, right? Because like I just told y'all, rewind this live, I told you that this program has been exposed supreme level, y'all. Yeah,
serious.
Because there's a lot of programs that, especially you guys haven't heard of Targeted Justice. You guys, they went on the whole movement, even went down to Washington D.C. several times to get this addressed and get this list abolished and get this program to stop interfering with programs. And the fact that we're here now says a lot.
Serious soldiers. They weren't playing games, and they went in there and they did a fantastic job. And Washington, D.C. is now a beautiful, safe city. The restaurants are thriving. The people are walking down the street holding
a lot of important good people are part of Targeted Justice that they act as a non-profit organization for the targeted individual community.
It's been an amazing thing. And
gathering facts, sending it to the governor, sending it to the Supreme Court, addressing these issues we have in the communities where these people act like cults. Well, they sabotage people that's on that list that's already exposed, y'all.
City, we'll do them sort of one at a time.
Try
we'll
to
do
distract us with the Epson list.
We have a tremendous force because,
look,
as you know,
I bet a lot of y'all don't understand that the Epson list is it has targeted individuals on it as well, because they in connection with the organizations, with those people. This is for research purposes. Those people that's on that Epson list, y'all, are operating. This is why they went panties in a bunch so bad about it, because it'll expose the organizations, big organizations at that are implementing this list of people and their schemes, their gathering of DNA, gathering of information, even as far as streams, because they stream some people, and especially the ones that this is for research purpose, the people that live in communities that allow them to sneak and put cameras in people's house. Y'all got videos that I posted on my other channel in Seattle where I got footage of the cameras that was in that house, that home that they put me out of. Y'all, they do this to a lot of people that's on the list, because what they're doing on the dark web is selling this information. But see, look, this is exposed already, so it's not far-fetched what I'm saying. They already know this.
In recruitment numbers, when we put out 2 years ago, when Biden would put out recruitment,
because they selling it to the highest bidders. They not selling it to people. You got to be in. It's like an invite only. That's why the whole world won't see it. It'll be on TikTok by now. See, look, you got to be of an oath boy that took an oath that you promise not to share these things, because they gonna know where it came from the receipt it came from. You know what I'm saying? So they don't put themselves in that type of predicament. But see, look, they let the wrong ones see this type of stuff. This is another free read, YouTube for entertainment. They let the wrong group of people amongst these important people that's giving advice to people like our nice president Donald Trump and the ones before him that tried to start something that they got took down, and they end up surrendering. Some of them had, before they could even surrender or do anything, they were sabotaged and taken away. They had no voice. So I speak for the voiceless, the people before us that tried to justify this. So look, what happens is those programs are included in a lot of things that happened before, and this Epson list supposedly has this information, y'all, and it ties to a lot of people on the list. So don't let this fly over your head when you hear that Epson list. So
Nobody wanted to be in the military. Nobody wanted to
this
be
why he
police.
talking about it so much.
It was just announced this morning.
But
You
that's
probably
why
saw my speech.
he's trolling it, because you thinking he's trying to hide something because they campaigned and said he's on there. But remember, I told you how they did the ancestors. They forced them. They blackmailed them. They put them in situations to be seen as of being in alliance with them. Because that when we look back, we say, oh well, the tribes enslaved people, but we was never like them.
Over with the military, with the generals, admirals, record numbers of people signing up for the Navy, the Army, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, Space Force. I love Space Force. That was my baby. But we have record numbers of people signing up, and that includes police department, fire department. So, you know, it's been an amazing thing. Well, we're going to have another meeting next week on this. We have another great company coming in, similar kind of numbers. But we're going to show you some.
You stopping it. I'm gonna just say this:
1,000% drops in prices. There's never been anything like this in the history of medicine.
Why is people mad about that?
And it's an honor. And Albert, I want to thank you, and I want to thank.
Why is people mad that he wants to drop prices on food? Why is people mad that he want to drop prices on medicine for people who need it or want to take medicine? Why is they mad about him wanting to fix Medicaid and food stamps programs like SSI so they could be allotted to the right people? Why are we in an uproar? Why are the citizens so upset with this guy? Because according to society, we have to have a president and control of these type of issues. We have to have our governors in control of things like this. We should have the community in control of these things. And the fact that they not, and we upset that somebody's trying to correct it, it lets you know who's behind the issues to begin with. It'll explain a lot of situations, a lot of cold cases, a lot of things that got swept under the rug. It is describe certain scenarios and even classified documents that was exposed. Y'all, this is bigger than what people actually know. This is something that I think everybody should know, because it affects all of us. And I like the movement. I like the direction of things. I support this guy and his success to help people to correct things, because I could see, even with me having my Medicaid taken from me, even with them, you know, threatening, because I'm with a whole I got in this program actually with my daughter, because I called 211, and it was supposed to be an autistic organization that helped us to begin with to get in this program, y'all. So I'm getting state benefits to help me with my, like, I'm not embarrassed to say that, but they made me homeless. They put me out of places that I was blessed with, y'all, to mock me, and I got blessed every time. Even with how this lady gave me this paper to sign when I was in my hotel room, that she came all the way to my room, paid it up for 3 nights or 2 days or a week, I can't even remember, but she put extra days on my room and gave me a paper to sign for this home. I wasn't even in this town. So when these people try to use these tactics to act like we gave it to you, they get mad when I correct them and say, hey, I did this. Nobody gave me this. The angels blessed me with this. And as they try to take it from me, even with me trying to move, the angels align everything in the fucking room so that they can't touch nothing until I'm ready to move along. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the live on that, because that video ended, and I'm gonna go back and finish listening to Obsidian, y'all. So maybe if y'all want to look at the whole video, it's Chosen One
moves.
They found out. This is the video I was listening to earlier. Chosen ones, they found out what you wanted them to. Now watch them obsolete themselves.
Actual growth, your
I'm gonna end the
genuine
live
evolution,
on that.
all of it happened in the blind spot created by their obsession with your false persona. They were so busy celebrating finding what you wanted.
All right.